What up, friends? How we doing? We're here now.
Hi.
It's time to actually play the Dungeons & Dragons game, maybe.
Yes.
It is mid-afternoon.
Oh, are we starting?
Yes. The morning's rain that forced you into shelter and then led you to a bit of a brief bit of violence in said rain has subsided. You probably have 4-ish hours of daylight left, should you want to keep moving. But ball's in your court, friends.
I think we did agree to keep moving last time because we want to get
Yeah.
possible.
I think we had started moving.
All right. Well, who is heading the journey off?
Probably me, with the survival instincts.
Word.
What would you like me to do, sir?
Could you roll a survival check for me, please?
Sure can. That's a 19.
19. Yeah. Although there is just a little bit of mud on the roads as you start to make your journey forward again. And by road, it's a beaten path. At points, it gets a little narrow. At other points, it's probably wide enough where you could drag a wagon along it with some difficulty.
Okie dokie.
But you pretty easily navigate through any of the spots where it would be a softer ground and terrain, and you have no trouble traversing as the sun starts, heading down over the trees.
Okay. So should we look for a place to now make camp? Then, if the sun's going down?
It would probably be a good idea.
Okay. God, do I have to roll again to find a good spot for camp?
I
or-
think that your present survival check should handle this. So, to that end, you sort of keeping that energy up, pick your way through, and about 60 feet off of the path, there's a little shaded clearing where the trees above did a really good job of keeping the floor of the forest underneath nice and dry. And it's a good spot. And you think it's probably a nice, comfortable place for you to sleep for the evening.
All right. So let's make camp, I guess, guys. Here. Yep.
Well, it seems like a decent spot. Wake me up when it's my turn.
Yeah. When do you last or middle or?
Come on, it's first last. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll take
believe I have
first
been-
watch.
I was going to say, I believe I have been taking the darkest of the night.
Gray's just gonna look over at Flora. Are you going? Would you like to sleep through the night?
Already sleeping.
Let's just let the kid sleep through the night. She needs a rest.
He is a growing girl, after all.
Yeah.
Already
Yeah.
asleep.
Just
You're
hearing.
right. Okay.
Unless if we let her go to sleep first, we can keep an eye on that doll so she doesn't put it by your face again.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, I know. I'm smarter than I look.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. You
Press
look
F to-
pretty smart.
Press F to doubt.
No.
All I heard is I look
say-
pretty, and I lay down.
Oh, okay. Anyway, Gray's gonna take first watch.
Okay. Would you roll a perception check for me, Gray?
I sure can. That is a dirty 20.
Ooh, such a dirty little 20.
20.
I know.
Oh my.
I also would like to do that thing where I just look at my shield and hum at it again.
Of course.
I
Would
think you
you
were
roll
making me
another
roll. Yeah.
performance check for me, please?
I will do my best. No promises. That's an 18.
An 18?
Nope, liars. 17, sorry.
17? Well, that makes
Yeah.
all the difference. The shield turns into a demon and eats you.
Oh shit!
Sorry, 11 plus 6 is 17, not 18. I
Correct.
can math.
Yeah, no. So, you know, you're starting to fall into this routine now, having have done this a couple of times. And you're starting to get a little bit more of a feel for the resonance required that your shield and the flowers sort of within that have slowly encompassed the majority of it really reacts to. And as you hum, tonight's little change is you start to see, at first it's almost like little leaves poke out all along the rim of the shield. But eventually they sort of, as they grow out, fold back down so they're laying flat in a ring all the way around the edge of the shield. And then slowly become this like very solid substance. And it's kind of like a reinforced rim all the way around the edge of the shield.
Huh, cool.
But other than that, the only thing of note is in the distance you hear just a little howling of wolves.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all that goes on.
Alrighty. I'm going to, I guess, when my shift is up, just head over to Glam and just, before waking him, I'm gonna I'm going to druidcraft, like, you know those flowers that are like, they kind of like grow in balls. What are they called? They're like fluffy. What are those?
Hydrangea?
Yeah, a hydrangea. Like a tiny-ish one. So I can pick it and then tickle him awake under his nose.
Stop that. What have you... What is that?
Wake up, sunshine. And I'm gonna hand him the flowers. It's your turn. And I'm gonna go ahead to sleep.
Roll a d20 for me when you go to sleep.
Yeah, okay. That's a 6.
Okay,
Hello.
thank you.
Am I?
Well,
Well, that was
Glam.
one hell of a way to wake up.
it is now full dark. The canopy above is pretty thick. So it is, without the benefit of your magical sight, it would be extremely dark.
How extreme? Extreme! Okay, sorry.
You
Like
could
early
say
2000s extreme.
you could
Sports
say it
games?
is almost advanced darkness.
Oh, I didn't mention the wolves. Well, too bad for that.
Oh dear.
I went to bed.
Glam, could you roll a perception check for me?
We are so good at this.
I absolutely can do this. I can do this thing. I can do it. I win. I feel great. I can do this. Oh, 17.
17. Okay.
Finally, something out of the single digits.
Excellent. Fuck it. All right. Over the course of your rest, it still remains very quiet. Barring just the crackling of the fire, you don't see or hear anything. It's a very quiet evening.
Well, while on watch, Glam would want to look at their new decks
Okay.
while looking at the golden one, especially. Even though Glam does not have Eldritch Sight anymore, 3 of the golden cards seem to glow to them.
Yes. And so part of this was last time I was definitely not thinking logistics as I told you about these cards. The cards don't weigh 2 pounds apiece because that would be ridiculous.
It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I saw the weight got changed in my inventory.
Yeah, maybe at max, like, they are heavy, but, like, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds. Nothing crazy. But, you know, they are finely wrought with gold. And each of them displays a depiction of some manner of notable figure of Fey ancestry. And as you sort of peel through them, you notice that sometimes the cards, while it depicts the same figure, they're not always in the same pose or position. And could you make an Arcana check for me?
I can certainly try.
That you can.
10.
A 10? You feel that there is definitely something vaguely magical about them, though as to the full extent of it, you're not sure.
Definitely have to keep these on hand. I'd also like to keep the other decks that I've been using in better condition. So going to swap them out in the card box, essentially.
Okay. Okay. Cool. I will say that they will take up an attunement slot once you have taken your rest for the evening with them.
Ooh. All right, then. Absolutely.
And they will be adjusted with regards to that. I don't think that's anything I can physically make the add-on to work, but I'll make a note of it. In essence, using those will give you a +1 damage to any spells cast through the cards.
Oh, shit.
But yes, you can feel one way or another that you are sort of forming a manner of connection with this deck as you sort of handle them and get a feel for them. and that perhaps the lethality may improve, especially on the spray of cards with the additional weight.
I do not like to kill, but if I need to, this will definitely do the part. I don't think I really have anything else beyond that.
Alrighty. Yeah. The rest of your time passes pretty low key, nice and quiet. Make one more perception check for me if you don't mind.
I do not mind. Oh shit, that's a 19.
19. Yeah, off in the distance you do hear sort of the faint howling of wolves. Though it does sound relatively far off.
Oh, that was interesting. All right. I should go wake up Zazazin. Asking God, by the way.
Yes. Your watch time wraps up.
Okay. I'm just going to go over. Probably, how far does this go? 30 feet. So I'll be about 15 feet away from Zazel and just using minor illusion imitate the sound of a rooster crow.
I stay asleep.
I was gonna say, Zazel, make
Iris, close the door. Oh my god, sorry.
Holding. No worries.
We're good. Sorry about that.
I was gonna say, make a... What is it? It's intelligence, right? Make an intelligence check with, I guess, disadvantage. Because you're asleep.
That would be a 4.
A 4? No, you definitely... While you're sleeping, there is certainly a... just this is mechanical rooster crowing repeatedly.
What do I need to roll to stay asleep?
I mean, you can make a Constitution save. Also,
you know what? Never mind. I'm a morning person anyways. I chose that, so.
Just as you're dreaming your evening dream, whatever it may be, you're slowly assaulted with chicken sounds, and then there's a rooster in the dream. Each time you turn, it's there again.
No more eggs. No more eggs. And I'm just getting pelted with eggs. It's my rival. She's just pelting me with eggs. Just consistently. Like, impossible amount of eggs that are just coming and hitting me.
And with every impact of egg, you hear...
Be careful, if you punch that rooster, more will come.
I'm gonna punch the rooster.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, I thought I rolled a natural 20. It's still really good, but I thought it was even funnier. It's a 25 altogether.
In your dream, you punch a hole directly through this rooster.
And that's when I wake up and I have my hand in my fist in the air like, oh.
And this is why I chose to do this rather than get close.
Yes, and as from your perspective, Glenn, you see him as he's sleeping. You start the rooster calls, and just like slowly he just starts shifting back and forth, like no, and then you see his fist just shoot straight out And then a minute later, he wakes up.
You know, there's nicer ways to wake people up. You could, like, I don't know, say, hey, wake up.
Look, I would much rather do this than risk a punch to the face.
I've already hit you once. It can't get worse than that.
I'm pretty sure it could. Thank you very much.
All right, well, I'm going to go do rapier things and watch out for... Did you see anything? Is there anything out there?
Nothing that I can think of.
All right, well, I'll be training a little bit. I'll keep my eye out as much as I can. Get some sleep.
All right, thank you very much. You've got this.
So I'm just going to be training with my rapier,
All right.
working with it a little more as the sun rises.
Would you make a perception check for me?
Yeah. Ooh, this dice is treating me good today. Hell yeah, daddy. Wait, what?
Papa?
I rolled a 16. I'm pretty sure I have a +3. I closed my sheet because I do that a lot. I think it's a 19.
All right. The 19.
Double checking right now, but I'm 100% sure. Yes, 19 is correct.
Make a... what did we decide on last time for practicing with the rapier? Intelligence, dexterity, where did we land on that? I'm trying
I
to
think it's
remember.
dexterity because that's what I'm good at.
Yes, so make a dexterity check for me as well.
Okay, that would be a total of 15.
15? Okay.
Yes.
You sort of start, you're walking through your steps, getting a handle on it.
I'm sorry, that I accidentally rolled it as a save. That would actually be 12.
Okay, yeah. And it's getting easier to sort of get a feel and learn the motions as you move. At this point, having practiced a couple of nights, you're getting more accustomed to the weight of it and how you move with it, as opposed to just sort of working with your bare hands, which you're just so accustomed to. And as the steps go, you really are starting to feel like, yeah, I think I could do this. If this is the road I wanted to take, I think I could really handle this.
Okay, cool.
And you do that for a couple hours. And the only thing of note for you is you notice as your time sort of gets away from you, as you just sort of fall into that easy rhythm of practicing, thrusting, swiping, and just your morning fitness in general. And just before the sun really starts to crest over that ridge, everything just slowly passes to almost complete and utter silence. Until the only thing you hear are just the faintest of crackles from the fire and the sound of your own breathing.
I will sit and meditate in this then. These moments are not very common.
Okay. Make a wisdom check for me. Wisdom save.
So I think wisdom would be appropriate, yeah. Natural 20. That's a 23.
Nice.
And as you sit, and it is the quiet at first, it's very comforting to you, being so used to the hustle and bustle of Lascor, and then sort of the strange bug noises and animals and etc. of the Feywild, and now into this forest where it's a terrain once again all unfamiliar, and with this strong silence, it harkens back to a bit of time sort of in the monasteries where the silence was enforced and you're in thick-walled rooms where the hustle and bustle kind of cut away. And you really do. You get a time to sort of think in on yourself. And what does Zazel think about in a moment like this?
At this point, with everything that's going on, he'd be contemplating his choices and his course of action from here on. He knows he needs to tread his road very carefully, or he may end up against his friends.
Yeah. And you sit like that for a while. And at first it's such a very calming experience. And then it starts to just get a little colder.
Man, I wish I wouldn't have ripped my sleeves off this morning.
And it almost feels like in your meditative state, sort of like you may have been in an empty space where you're just resting, and it feels almost as if the walls are slowly closing around that empty space. And it just gets darker and darker in this little mental zone as it becomes more and more encapsulated and closing in.
Okay. I will stand up and look for my friends to go wake them up. Something weird's going on.
Okay. And as you open your eyes and take a look around, make a perception check for me.
Yep. This dice, holy shit, that's a 22.
A 22. You notice that as you look around, your friends are there and everything seems normal with them. But on the edges of this clearing and all around, because of the firelight and just the earliest flickers of that like deep purple daylight just starting to crest over a forest edge, over the horizon off in the distance, the shadows from all of the trees are long, and they're too long, and they shift and twist and move.
Okay. I will go over to... I'm going to roll dice for this one. That's kind of figured that's where I was going to go anyways. I'm going to go over to Gray. Especially because you've been sleeping the longest at this point. I'm going to shake Gray awake real quick and be like,
Yeah, what? Huh? What?
it's not right, man. Something's not right.
What?
I'm going to point out
Uh-huh.
everything. The trees, everything moving, and how it's cold, how it's completely silent.
Am I seeing the same stuff?
Make a perception check for me.
Do they get advantage since I'm showing it?
Yes.
Oh, sick.
Which your perception, like, you don't need it, but...
You would think, but I just rolled 2 3s.
Hey!
So, that's a 10.
Even with the 10, it takes you a minute to really blink that sleep out of your eyes. But you do, looking out, you see just... There's sort of... in what you would expect to be pre-dawn light, a bit more darkness than there should be, and you see this shifting and this faint twisting and curling of the shadows from the edges of the trees.
Huh. Yeah, I think you're right. Something's a little wonky here.
Yeah, it was kind of nice at first. Everything was real quiet, kind of like when they put me in the chamber, but this ain't nice anymore.
What do you mean the chamber?
We should probably talk about that whenever we're out of here, but we need to get these two
Okay.
awake. So I'll go over and I'll like grab a pastry and I'll just put it right under Flora's nose.
I will go and Are the hydrangeas that I grew earlier just kind of lying around somewhere?
Good question, Glam. What would you have done with them?
It's true.
So the one that you use to wake Glam up is in the book. The rest they did not mess with.
Okay, I'm gonna pick one more, and then instead of nicely waking him up, I'm gonna drop it on his face.
What in the heck?
Something weird's going on. Just, and I'm gonna point out all the same stuff that was pointed out to me about like the shadows and how quiet it is. Just to stay alert, maybe.
Well, this is going to be an interesting day now, isn't it?
I guess so.
Before you can really sort of hunker on one idea in particular, you also hear just this soft ooh,
Oh.
and you see that Muffin has now woken and is sort of quietly pacing back and forth towards the center of the camp, growling a little.
I feel like that's never a good sign.
No, that is definitely not a good sign.
Okay. Can I look around and see if I see anything?
Sure. Perception check,
Like-
please. Or are you you just looking, or are you trying to investigate? What's your plan?
I don't. Just looking, I guess, because
Okay.
I don't know what to investigate.
Yeah, so
21.
okay. And as you look, you don't see any particular source behind any of it. But as you really look, sort of between Muffin and then looking at these shadows, you can definitely see that Muffin is trying very hard to shy away from them. He doesn't have any desire to be close to any spot where these shadows are. It's definitely got him freaked, but aside from sort of just that unnatural darkness and a little bit of that dark climbing up the trunks of the trees, you can't really see too much that is giving off any specific source.
I'm gonna say, Muffin's shying away from the shadows, which I think is really concerning.
Yeah, here, let's try this. I'm gonna cast light on actually just a rock that I have, and I'm just gonna whip it at the shadows and see what happens.
You don't really have a make just a flat D20 check plus your wisdom.
Yep. Shoot, where's my dice? That would be a 12 plus 3. That is a 15.
A 15?
Yep.
As you do that, and the rock sort of lands among these shadows, at first it provides such an interesting visual as the light sort of overlays the shadow without removing it. And then, little by little, around the light, it does start to just push the shadows away until they sort of revert back to normalcy there.
Wait. Gray,
Yeah.
how many planes are there?
How many planes?
Yes, of existence.
Oh, well, a lot. Why?
What if the problem we're looking at here isn't just the Feywilds?
Ooh,
Because Because in my studies, there's another plane that's like shadows. It's like our world, but not.
That
They-
would be
In my monastery,
really
they think
bad.
that's where we go when we die. That's why they send me to the chamber.
Okay, what's this chamber?
Sensory
You mentioned
deprivation. Literally nothing. Just darkness and silence. That's it. If you make noise, you're out. It's where we go to meditate.
Oh, that sounds. Yep. Okay. I feel, if I feel like that's not something you would excel at.
You're right. That's why I never went there, unfortunately. I mean, I went there once or twice, but they don't like it when you talk.
Mm-hmm. Well, there are quite a few different planes of existence, and having all of them collapse onto this one would be not ideal.
You don't think that's what's going on, do you? I mean, we haven't been attacked yet.
Well, I really hope not, because, is Flora awake?
Flora, I'm gonna look over and see that. Has she eaten the pastry? Is pastry not moved? Is she dying because I put the pastry over her nostrils?
The pastry has been put inside of her bag.
Okay.
Flora is deceased.
Flora's dead. She died because she didn't remember the pastry. Could you imagine?
Oh no.
I imagine that's the way Flora would like to go, buried in pastries.
Absolutely.
You gotta go. Go do what you love.
Yep. Could I guess Glam, in an attempt to wake her up, prestidigitation, like the smell of cinnamon rolls under her nose?
I'm awake.
Ah.
Yeah, I just put the pastry away. It has been pocketed.
She's hoarding pastries for some reason, and I have concerns. Anyway,
This is quite the concern.
I think this is a bigger concern right now. It's fine that she's hoarding pastries.
So, Zazel, Gray, did y'all discuss this around Glam, by the way?
Yes.
I
Okay,
would imagine so, because we
just
woke
wanted
you
to make
up.
just wanted to make sure it wasn't just between y'all, because
No. Yeah, you're totally part of this conversation.
We would not hide that from you.
I mean, just popping in is just like,
We're not you. We don't hide stuff like
Yeah.
injuries, Glam. Sorry.
Or pastries, Flora.
Sorry. I'm not salty. It's fine.
do not worry. So you'll talk about the Shadow Realm, also things that I have heard about. Well, I kind of put two and two together, where like your parentage would be coming from somewhere else, I would assume.
What my heritage?
Yes.
Oh, dude, I don't know who my dad is, but no.
No. I mean like your full-on bloodline.
Maybe I don't know. It's just what my teacher taught me. At least that's what he
And
said.
I've also always figured that for every push there would be a pull. So I believe we've also mentioned something about demons, devils, and the things we are told.
Yeah, that's what we're supposed to fight. Yeah, punch him.
And don't they also come from a different plane?
They do.
That-
Yeah, fire, I think, is what that one is. Look, man, I fell asleep. I fell asleep in history class and religion class. What do you want from me?
Oh, okay. And I
This
think
does
this is
not-
why we were doing those studies, but that's great. Fine. This is perfect. Awesome. Yep.
Out of character. That's why I'm a monk that does not have proficiency in religion.
What monk has proficiency in religion?
That's actually a base thing that you can choose, surprisingly. But I think you're right. Most do not choose it.
And Zazel, make a history check for me.
Will do. This is not going to be great. Yeah, no, that's a 5.
Yeah. The faint vagueness that you do recall is the absolute bare minimum of what you know, and that's about it.
So, like, what? Sorry to sound impatient. This is just weird. Gray, are you trying to say, like, if my theory is correct, we'll see fire randomly in places?
Fire, probably water.
Wait, what? Water? Why water?
Well, you know.
You're trying to convince me there's an entire plane of water.
I mean,
Yep.
there are kind of 4 basic elements, are there not?
No.
You
You got light,
use
you
your
got
hands.
dark, you got evil, and you got good. Yeah, that's 4.
Oh. Gray's just going to very patronizingly pat the top of Zazel's head and then look around at the camp and go, maybe we should pack it up. What do you
Yeah,
think?
that sounds pretty good.
We should
I
get moving
I do
away
not
from
like-
the ominous shadows.
And as you guys have been having this conversation, and the sun does start to peak a little further up, as I had said, it is a place where it is largely canopied over, but the sunbeams, as the sun starts rising, start poking through in more and more spots. And with a little more time, it does sort of push the rest of these shadows away.
Well, that's good. Oh.
I don't like this because I'm a morning person. I really like the daytime. Do we want to start traveling at night?
I think no.
That was weird.
I
I don't
think
want people sleeping with that happening.
I think that with the way the shadows are moving, we want to make sure we are perhaps sleeping closer to the fire, maybe. Not traveling at night. I feel like that would be not beneficial.
Then at least wake me up every hour so I can keep casting light.
No,
That is not a good idea.
That's counterproductive. You won't. We need you to get a good night's sleep. Otherwise it could be. We don't want you trying to fight dead on your feet. That's if we need you.
At least at the dead of night, then.
Well, then maybe you need to swaps your shift.
Deal. I'll take the dead of night next time. Because I don't think neither of you can cast light, right?
No, that is not in my wheelhouse there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
same.
I'll take the dead of night. I'll cast light. You all will sleep under that.
Okay.
It'll be bright. It'll be a little uncomfortable, but at least it's not the shadows.
I'll put a blanket over my head. It'll be fine.
Can the shadows get through a blanket?
I mean, there's shadows, so who knows? But maybe we should just pick it up, and maybe it was just where we are currently, and it's not that big of a deal. Who knows?
Well, we're all packed up. Let's get going.
Yeah.
We will definitely keep our eyes open on the continuation of this trip, will we not?
Yes.
Okay.
Laura, do not go with any weird shadow people.
Even if they're offering muffins and cookies, don't accept sweets from a stranger.
I wouldn't, because I have a bag that replenishes every day.
I mean, you say this, but like, what if it's one that the bag doesn't provide?
Well, then I will barter.
But if they're a stranger and they're just like they're not, you know, this is a bad. We've already taken stuff from strangers. If they look, no, you shouldn't base people off of what they look like. Mm, if they're a good person, then yeah, fine. I don't know how to judge that.
Yeah, you can't really judge that on appearance, really.
No,
If they don't have
no.
if they have a mustache, stay away from them.
I
Obviously.
mean,
Why mustache? Out of curiosity.
Well, the devil's got a mustache, and people who
What?
like to kidnap kids have really thick mustaches too. Sometimes pencil thin.
the devil? I thought there were multiple devils.
Nah, man, there's only one. Well, sort of.
No, no.
Asmodeus, I think his name is. He's a devil, right?
Why do you know if he has a mustache? I just
Because obviously it's in all of our books.
Oh. And you think that was an accurate depiction, or somebody just like doodled a mustache one day and they all thought it fit, so they kept it?
I mean, he's got abs. They made him sexy, so yeah, they were pretty accurate with it.
Stupid, sexy Asmodeus.
Stupid, sexy Asmodeus. More like Asmodeus.
Are you trying to say he got a?
Yeah, he's got a donk on him.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how to word that.
I won't take any pastries from strangers.
Just anybody with a mustache, stay away from them. Mustaches are evil.
I'm going to. Are you okay?
I'm a little freaked out.
Okay. That I just yeah. We can get going. We don't have to stay here.
I was going to say, we should probably be doing this conversation while on the road, right?
Yeah, sure. Yep.
Just stare, just like head on a swivel. What the fuck is going on?
Laura's just laying down on the owlbear.
Floor's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll turn into a giant and crush a bitch.
While we're going to continue our adventure, I'm gonna let somebody else take the lead for once. I know, crazy. Flora, are you okay? You've been sounding and seeming a little down since we left your brother. Is that why? Or maybe I'm reading too far into it. I don't really know. I just, I'm here. You don't have to say and talk to me.
I'm fine.
Okay. Just, I'm here if you're not. Not gonna pressure you into anything. I just wanted to let you know that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
While on the road, by the way, Glam's gonna look at Zazel, just like, so you're done with that stone, by the way?
What?
The stone that lets you send messages.
Oh, yeah, here, and I'll fish the stone out.
I thought that was with Zazel.
Did I give that back to you, Gray?
Yeah, you did.
Wait, what are we using it for today?
I don't know. I just asked for it.
I was kind of hoping to at least talk to Gur.
Yeah, yes.
That's right, yes, because we have two messages, one for Gert, and then I should send one to Mom, because we kind of cut off last time with me just saying, hey, I'm alive.
You should also probably try and get in touch with Toze.
With who?
You know, cleric who helped us out?
Oh, yeah, that's another one of your friends.
We.
Shit, Gray, what? Who's the guy that was running the bar? I can't remember his name. I'm sorry.
Oh, Eli?
Yeah. Do you want to talk to Eli?
I feel like I've used it the most recently, so
I literally used it yesterday, so that's a lie.
I mean, I used it twice to immediately talk to my parents. I think other people should be able
Yeah,
to.
and I lied and said I was talking to my mom, and I really talked to our boss.
Oh,
I mean, I did talk to mom. Don't get me wrong. I called her once, and then I was upfront with you immediately that I had gotten a hold of the Corvey family.
yeah. That wasn't really a lie. I mean, you mentioned it.
Yeah, but it was after the fact. Like you can use it again if you need to, but I think today, Glam, I think it's yours today.
Yeah. Definitely for Glam's usage today.
Okay.
Yeah, mom, wait another day. She'll be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll toss it over to Glam and see if Glam's athletic enough to catch it.
I should hope so. I'm not going to make him roll for that.
All right, I'm gonna wing it at his chest and see if he's athletic enough to catch
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh my
We're making
God.
an attack roll.
I'm just teasing. Could you imagine?
Yes, I could.
Zazel chose violence today.
Just going to ponder the rock for a moment.
We do like a good rock ponder.
Just a mild ponder.
And then think about Gur. And good, says Glam, you need to get out of the coming. There's going to be a wall somehow. Just please get out of there.
You hear back. Gray? A war? It's
Ray, you mean Glam?
Glam? A war? What are you talking about? Are you well? You've been away for a bit. Stop back by soon. I'm getting concerned. And that's that.
Perhaps she doesn't. Fuck. I know Toza can take care of herself, but I am fine. I am on my way back. Lanes are collapsing.
And you hear... Planes are collapsing? Wish you'd stop by. Don't really know what you're talking about. Things have been tense but quiet. Hope I'll see you soon.
Yeah. This is definitely going to be something that is going to have to be explained in person, isn't it? And since Glam doesn't know that there's a potential chance of using it more than twice, just hands it back to the adult of the group.
I'll go to grab it.
I said the adult.
I didn't hear what you said because it was in your head.
No, Glam would say that out loud.
Oh, he said that out loud. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Is everything all right?
It's been pretty tense there, but Gur has absolutely no idea what I am talking about, so we need to get back there post haste.
So I wonder if they have some sort of magic over the city that doesn't allow it to integrate.
I would not doubt that in the slightest. Keep us in the dark, as it were.
To be fair, though, Rella was doing the same thing.
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, she also was. She was definitely a bit more open with her people, as far as I could tell.
Absolutely, no. She's not doing anything wrong. I think that's the right call for both planes, but we need to figure out what that magic is. It's not something she told us. I'm assuming with her, it's probably something innate.
Most likely. What? On the other hand, my issue with what's going on back home is the fact that while they are doing that, they are also, from what I can tell, forcefully conscripting people who do not have licenses.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely what they're doing. I wonder if it's to keep that magic up. That's one reason I actually contacted the Corby family. If we can keep them close, we might be able to hear something, especially if we get a hold of Shoal.
Oh, absolutely.
We saved her life. She'll give us information. Oh shit. Okay.
And who's heading up today's travel?
That is a good question, because Gray said they were not.
Correct. Because I dropped back to talk to Flora.
With that assumption, Glam would have been off on their own. Would you have been ahead or behind to have that conversation in private? Because I think it's us, Glam. I think we're both in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the front.
Is there a reason, DM?
Just because nobody rolled a survival for the day.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, not yet.
I can do it since, my wisdom's not the worst. Do that real quick. Come on, Daddy needs a new pair of rabbit furred boots. No, not happening. That's an 8.
An 8.
Oh
All
no.
right.
That's not the worst. 1 is the worst. Hey Glam, you doing that on purpose there?
It's
What do you mean?
You got a little red when I mentioned Shoal again.
Do not worry about it. Just
No. That's what I think that is, friend. That's
I-
something we definitely need to talk about.
I am feeling a little bit warm. Okay.
Sure.
so the day isn't a bad day. It's not. It still remains pretty nice weather after the rains from yesterday. A little damp, but the sun is out and it's slowly starting to burn off just a little bit of the excess water and moisture in the air. And it leaves a number of new smells as well, as it's a very heavy, earthy kind of smell from the trees today as you walk.
The last thing before we transition to that Zazel's going to say is I'm going to be like, sure. Dibs. And then I'm going to run. I'm going to walk a little faster so I'm in front. That's the last thing I wanted to say in that conversation.
All right. Could you roll me a D100, please?
Ooh, yes, I can.
Oh God.
I love D100s. They're my favorite. Give me a weapon that rolls a D100 and I'll love you forever.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that.
Oh, no, I was so close. I just needed 4 more. I got a 65.
65.
I knew it. I
Oh,
knew that's
boy,
exactly
okay.
what you were saying.
It was so close. A 65? Seriously?
So close and yet so far.
9 is
close.
on the other side of that dice. If it just would have went over one more tick, it would have been a 69. I'm mad at you, dice.
And then roll me a d6, please.
And a 3.
Okay.
This music, by the way, is definitely Minecraft music, or at least it sounds like it. I
Not
don't hate
quite, because it's definitely not part of it, but yeah, it does sound similar to Minecraft.
it. I love it. Great.
As you continue down the path, you see, probably as you come around a corner, it's a relatively straight shot for a bit, and maybe 200 feet or so ahead, you notice there are some shapes sort of lying in the road.
Are they like humanoid shapes or?
Make a perception check.
Can do. What if this dice has lost all of its luck? No, it has not. That is an 18.
An 18. They look like, yeah, close to humanoid in shape and size, yes.
Are they moving?
Not presently, no.
Okay. Whatever casual conversation that Glam and I are having, I'm just going to drop everything and I'm just going to start picking up the pace and walking towards.
Oh shit!
Hey, Gray, we got some down people over here.
What? I'm going to see. Can I see if I notice anything weird about the shapes in the road or not?
Oh, yeah, I mean, make a perception check as well.
That would be a 19 plus 7.
That is a lot.
26.
Yeah. So what were you looking for there, Ramble?
I was just trying to see if there was anything weird about or off about the shapes in the road. Like, are they just laying there? Do they look visibly wounded?
That score, you see that they are
I
just
was going
numbers
to
on a paper.
I was going to say, if y'all are looking for that, Glam would want to look for anybody kind of nearby. It's kind of a classic ruse type thing.
Sure, make a... well, I guess... Yeah, I mean, make a perception looking for that specifically. But, Gray, as you look over the bodies, they appear to be not human specifically. They look a little bulkier.
Do they look hurt or no?
They're currently not moving.
I don't know what the hell's going on with my perception checks. 21?
21?
Ooh.
Oh, yeah?
You don't see anything moving in the
Okay.
trees around it.
With the affirmation of the allies, I'm going to start picking up the pace. I'm now jogging towards them.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah, Glam's following as well. You're coming, Flora?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna,
Alright,
stay
so-
there.
Since I was in the front, and I have a faster move speed than everybody else, I'm sure I'm the first one to reach there.
Yes. Make a nature check for me, Zazel.
Yes. That's, again, not bad. That's 17.
17.
Yes.
As you get close, you notice the forms of these. They're humanoid, but they're larger. Not like significantly, but they're big. They're probably, if they'd been standing, close to 7 to 8 feet each.
Okay.
And they've got these thick furred torsos, and the shape of the face, as you get close, you're like, oh, okay, this is something you had read about, but you've not seen in person. And these are gnolls. There's 6 of them in the road here, and they none of them are moving.
Okay, I'm gonna hold up, everybody. All right, Gray,
Yeah.
they're gnolls. You know
Right.
my upbringing. You know my upbringing. Is it true?
Is what true?
Are they all evil and do they eat babies?
What?
That's what I heard. Hey, come on. I grew up in a church.
Yeah. Corruption. I hear you.
Yeah. I
Uh,
don't want to believe everybody's like that. That's why I fell asleep in those classes.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
But like, I've never seen a gnoll before. Is that they're not gonna fight me, are they?
I don't. Well. And DM, I know nothing as a player about gnolls. Please help.
I would say make a history check as well, Gray.
Okay, I can do that.
As a regular
super
nose.
good at history. I say.
Out of character, I know quite a bit about gnolls. I love them and I want them to be a playable character.
Well, believe it or not, I rolled a 17, so
17.
18.
From your knowledge, you know that, like a lot of things, they have a bit of that tendency to be maligned as on the nastier side, but they're not Feywild native like a lot of other creatures that you're familiar with. So your encounters with them are largely, yes, based in the books that you'd read rather than seeing them in person.
Oh, okay. So I don't know about what they told you. I mean, they can be,
Well, looks like we're gonna find out today, and I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna do a medicine check on them first before I do any healing hands or anything.
they can be prickly. I just,
All right, yeah, roll a medicine check for me.
Yep, I am trained in that. And watch, I'm gonna drop it now that I said that. Damn near. That's a 13.
13?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't take much. As you get up and close and you start looking through and checking the bodies, you can see pretty heavy wounds on all of these gnolls. They have sword gashes carved across them pretty much unilaterally, every one of them.
They're all dead.
Quite dead, yes.
Safe.
That is definitely not good.
Is there any way that I could try to see how long they've been dead for?
Oh yeah, and you want to make a medicine check as well?
Yeah.
Can I assist?
Yeah. You can roll without it with advantage because Zazel did just also make one, so.
Womp womp, the dice say get fucked, which means it's 8. 15.
15? As you sort of, take a look through it and you use what you had already started to see and then the observations Zazel's also coming out with, you would say less than a day, either sometime in the evening or first thing this morning.
Okay. So first thing that this morning, do we think this is the result of the shadows? Maybe? Is that a leap? Could have been anything, really. But hey, what do I know?
Well, looking at this gash right here, you're seeing where it goes in and it's real sharp, and then right here you see where it doesn't cut, it tears. That's from a sword.
I don't
It
know.
was not sharpened or not sharpened recently.
Can shadows hold swords? I don't.
Maybe.
Shadow swords? I don't know. I just.
That's
Okay.
all I'm seeing here is that these were like not
Could be
a
bandits.
clean cut. It wasn't magic.
Okay.
I don't think.
And I do know that there is a spell that summons a blade of shadow, but I do not think that it would leave cuts quite like this.
Can you check to see if there's magic in the area?
Unfortunately, I still have not gotten that ability back.
Well, I can't. No. I can't really tell. I don't know. Maybe if I. Gray's just gonna like stick his finger in his mouth and lick his finger and then hold it up in the wind. I don't know if I can roll anything to tell if there was anything magical going on.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, cool.
Yep, there's wind. That's magic.
Woohoo! Not bad roll, believe it or not. You said investigation. That's a 22!
So,
Nice.
I don't know about you.
Gray takes a look around and pops finger in the mouth, holds it up, looking for wind. And as they do this, they're also looking all around, sort of examining the bodies a little closer. And you're led to believe that this looks purely martial. You see no evidence or anything that would ring any bells that anything magical had occurred here.
I'm gonna say it doesn't feel magical, but
All right, well, let's look for boot prints.
I was going to say it seems like something along the lines of a hit and run, a mugging. I do not know quite the word.
I don't really know Knowles to carry a bunch of really nice things. You can check them if you would like, but I'm going to look to see if I can find where that soldier or patrol went.
I mean, what? It doesn't matter. People will just rob each other no matter what.
while they're saying that, can I check the bodies?
Of course, yeah. Make a separate investigation check because you're looting bodies.
That's
Sure,
just
Gray, but
16.
in my experience, people don't just murder each other because they want their stuff. They mug them. They're not looking for blood.
Oh, you sweet summer child, you.
I grew up in the streets, man.
I feel like
You did not go so far as I did.
On the bodies, kind of combing through them, you find a number of crude weapons. Like each of them had sort of like either very rough forged blades, be they hatchets or sort of short swords. But I mean, they look like a lot of it may have been cold hammered steel that had just been like ground and shaved until it was largely blade shaped.
okay.
There's a number of small like bones on strings that seem to have perhaps some manner of ceremonial significance. But you don't find any money, and you don't find any other things on them. There's mild bits of what you would assume are sort of like their road rations, but it's very little, and what it is questionable.
Does it look like they've already been picked through?
With a 16, you'd be able to tell that it doesn't look like it. It looks like whoever killed them sort of just left them where they lay.
Guys, it looks kind of like they were just kind of killed, not for resources. I don't know. Maybe as we continue on, we should keep an eye out for bandits. I don't. Should we move these to the side of the road or the path? It's not really a road. It's kind of just like
What are the no burial rights? What would they want?
I Gray just shrugs.
Is it okay for us to just move them?
I don't. I mean, feels kind of disrespectful. Also, just kind of leaving them in the middle of here. I don't.
All right, here.
I was partially raised by grave clerics, so it is kind of yeah. Everyone deserves a decent burial at least.
All right, Flora, here, help me grab them.
Okay.
So do we pile them up in funeral pyre like a Norseman thing?
The fuck is a Norseman?
Like the Northmen, you know, the ones with the arrow in the boat.
Oh.
But instead, we're just lighting them on fire.
I mean, do we have time to light them on fire? I was just gonna, I don't know, like.
What? Okay, Zazel, where did this sudden knowledge of the world come from? When you didn't think that anything outside of fucking Lascaux was not death.
Right, they would put people in a boat in the middle of an open field and fire an arrow into it.
No.
That seems weird.
No.
It'd be a river, a lake, I don't know, something like that.
River, lake, ocean, yeah.
I still am yet to see an ocean.
Flora has feet in her hands, by the way.
Okay.
Just walking with the body.
I don't know if we have time to like burn bodies, and some don't like that. Maybe we just, I don't know. Jenga them on the side of the road. I don't.
Oh man, now we're doing body Jenga?
I mean, I just
Oh my
listen.
goodness.
We don't really have time to bury them. I just thought that it would be nice to get them out of the road.
Yeah,
I wasn't really thinking about them and their burial and what they deserved. And more of
honestly,
their
I mean,
bodies in the middle of the path.
Honestly, being burned is probably the best bet they have right now.
But I don't want to do that, and you can. No, the smell of burnt bodies is not the best, you know.
All right, fine. Let's just pile them up here, and I'll put the last one on the pile. All right, I'll say a few words. Wait.
Maybe we can. Do you think, Muffin? Maybe. Can you like sit? Can you dig and put like some dirt on top of them or something, and then we can. It'll be like we'll put like a.
You just gave Muffin a manicure.
Did you give Muffin a manicure?
Yeah, you were there, weren't you?
No.
I was sleeping.
Like last night. I got a stick.
Oh. Oh, they're very sharp. I'm
joking. No, Muffin should. I don't know. Are you able to dig, Muffin? You want to take time to do that? That's a lot of work, man.
Muffin.
I mean, if we can
quicker than we could.
I was going to say if we can at least set up a small kind of fire nearby, I can at least light that, and we can.
We can't make a fire unattended. I want to be able to get on the road. I'm not.
Okay. Let's just.
You know what Chokey the bear says? Don't start forest fires, otherwise he's gonna choke you out. You can't.
Oh man, you talk about Chokey the bugbear?
Yeah.
Chokey was my hero, but I can't say Chad because I don't remember that. But my early teens.
I mean, personally, I'm a little afraid of Chokey the bugbear. So can we like not start a forest fire? That'd be.
Can you grow like a bush on top of them or something?
I can maybe sprout some flowers if we get some dirt on top of them.
Yeah.
Really wish that Tozy was here. She has that decomposition cantrip.
What if instead of digging, we lay the bodies down and then have Muffin kick dirt over them?
That's what I was asking Muffin to do, but you have to dig to kick dirt on top, no?
No, you do like dogs. You do like the back kicks with your legs. You know when Muffin goes to the bathroom and he goes like...
Yeah, but that's kind of what I was asking for. I guess I said the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Okay, I will put the bodies down and then Muffin can assume the position.
Make an animal handling check with disadvantage. Whoever's trying to convince the bugbear to do, or the owlbear to do this.
Oh, okay. Disadvantage, you got it. Oh god, that's a natural one.
Oh no!
It literally couldn't get worse.
As you try to lead Muffin over to this pile of bodies and try to convince him to dig, he takes a look and then he looks at you. He looks back at the bodies and he has a beak. So it's odd and familiar to see the equivalent of an owlbear trying to wrinkle his nose. And then he sort of just cocks his head, turns, and then wanders like 10 feet into the woods. And then you can hear the sounds of him just trying to go to the bathroom in the woods.
Oh.
You know what? I thought that was going to go worse. I was pretty sure he was going to start eating the bodies.
You know what?
I think Zazel's been
fine.
overfeeding.
This is fine.
Gray's just gonna
We've done what we can.
Like a rock. Is there like a big rock somewhere nearby?
There are a number of rocks. Some of them are wedged kind of into the dirt, but there's a number of rocks in the area you can find.
I'm gonna kind of grab one that's big enough and like sort of like. I'm sure it's a struggle. But I'm going to roll it
Glam would help.
To the spot, and just place it there, and then look at it and go, and then touch it, and with Druidcraft have moss grow on it that says R.I.P. and then go good enough, right?
And so
honestly,
at this point, you piled the bugbears into a big pile, correct?
They're not bugbears, gnolls.
Gnolls.
Yeah,
they're gnolls.
All right.
Yeah.
So keep in mind, this is a pile of 6 bodies that are between 7 and 8 feet tall and probably 250 pounds apiece.
Yeah.
This is a sizable pile of corpses.
Flora handled it pretty well, I'm sure.
I helped. I took like one.
I got strong arms. Flex.
And you know, they're not all piled on. They're at least in piles of 2. Anyway,
They're
there's
actually
a headstone.
coupling.
When Flora flexes, by the way, just sparkle from prestidigitation.
Okay, we did our best. Let's just carry on.
We have done our best. That is all.
I did not know these gnolls, and I do not know any gnolls, but I'm sure they were good people. That's all I got. I can't say anything else.
I am curious if they were regular gnolls.
Well, they're.
What's the difference between a regular gnoll and a not regular gnoll?
Regular
Is that the question?
Regular gnoll.
Regular gnoll.
Oh my god.
Does it help that they're cuddling 2 by 2? I made them cuddle.
No.
Made them cuddle.
Yeah. They all have somebody to cuddle with.
That is.
Is this like that little kid thing where she's doing something completely innocent, but if anybody walks by, they're gonna think we did something completely wrong?
Yeah.
You know, that was really nice of you, Zah.
Something buddy system. You know, even in death, it's fine.
They left each other's hands.
Only in death do these gnolls part.
Not even in deaths. That's this
Not
point.
even in death do these gnolls part.
All right, well, I think that's it. Let's move on. Oh wait,
Yep.
did I find those tracks that I was looking for?
You do, with your investigation as you were looking, you find a single pair of boots walking away from the situation into the dirt. And it looks like they headed sort of directly back into the tree line.
Oh, so y'all want to go get avenge these gnolls? We can go to the tree line.
I mean, they were potentially bad gnolls. I don't know.
No, I like that one smile. I think they were good. Or we could just keep going on our way and mind our own business.
I think we should just continue.
As you are finally like, all right, let's get back on the road and be done with this, and your party starts to move forward. You notice 60 feet down the road or so, sort of lounging in the shadow of the tree, there is a humanoid figure kind of leaning on a tree, looking at you all.
And I'm just going to kind of like elbow Zazel and nod my head towards them to give him a heads up.
We're being we're being watched. I think maybe in a good way. I don't know.
Maybe that thing that, the gnolls.
It's fine. Maybe it's nothing, but maybe we should see if they are keep an eye out to see if there are other people, and that we aren't going to get potentially bamboozled like these guys.
I mean, honestly, Gray, we're the scariest things out here.
We're really not.
We are, come on.
No. But it's cute that you think we are.
So we did that last fight. Come on, that was easy.
Sure.
Anyway, so I guess we're just gonna keep an eye out and get closer
All right.
because they're along our path.
Yes. Make a perception check for me.
Who, me?
Well, you were going to look out. If somebody else wants to roll, you can each roll, or Gray can roll with advantage. Up to y'all.
Well, 100% Gray. Give Gray advantage. That's way better.
That's fucked. Oh my god.
You fucked this
That
up
would
again.
be a 17 with a 7.
Okay.
So 24.
Taking
Which is
a
great
look
because
around,
my first roll was a 5.
you don't see anything else in the trees. It just seems to be this one figure. And as you can get closer, you see them, and it is this figure. He's standing there, sharp pointed ears, like a deep red skin, with a pair of horns that have curled sort of up and then just kind of like ram's horned back down, sort of brace either side of his skull.
Okay.
Got some close cropped black hair that sort of is kept neat and tidy between it.
Got a mustache?
No mustache.
Okay, he's good then.
Yeah, clean shaven otherwise.
I love that you bring this up after I've asked you about the rarity.
And so, he's hasn't said anything. He does sort of like stretch and roll his shoulders a little bit as you guys approach, and gives just like a little wave.
Grace going to timidly wave back.
I'll give him the frog smile, you know that.
Yup.
Hello.
How are you today? It's quite the thing there, taking care of these gnolls and piling the bodies like that. Why?
They were kind of in the road, a little bit in the way, you know.
Honestly, it felt right to give them some sort of respect for the bodies, at least.
Yeah, we know nothing about these gnolls, but if I was in the middle of the road, I wish they would do the same for me.
Well,
Just respect, that's all it is.
on the flip side, these have probably just dragged you off into the woods and eaten you. So,
But,
I mean, to be fair.
I don't like to judge. You never know what
Do unto others as they would do, as you would want done to you.
And as he sort of approaches, you can see now he's wearing like it's a very form-fitting suit of like well-hardened sets of leather plates that kind of covering him. And he's, I mean, just by the way he moves, you can see he's well fit, and he's got his hands sort of lazily resting on a sword, and he's like, well, I can confirm that this bunch, there was no room for anything other than violence in them.
Okay, so you did this then, correct?
Yes.
And you just left their bodies on the road for bystanders to walk across.
Well,
I mean, that's a little rude for if even if they were bad people. That now, if I'm walking on the road and now there are just bodies there, I don't know what happened. That could freak somebody out. Like, did you ever?
We have a child here, sir.
Yeah.
And we just point to Flora.
Hi.
I mean, if you hadn't pointed her out, Glam would have waved.
Yeah.
short of...
And I'm also going to gesture towards Glam.
Waves.
Well, these roads don't get traveled very often by anyone, really. I left them there with the hope that the rest of this warband would come back, take them, give me a little more lead as to where they're holed up.
It means yeah, it's still there, so
Yeah, but we didn't do, besides like putting them to the side, we didn't do. Yep.
All right, so let me get a little morbid here. Wouldn't it be better to string them up?
No, that's not our job.
No, not us, obviously. But if this is what he's wanting to do, is send a message and bait them to come and grab it, wouldn't it be better to put them somewhere where it's prominently displayed?
I mean, to be fair, I once read a book about a man who would put their heads on spikes, so...
Ew!
Ah.
That's what I was trying not to say. Glam, sorry. Yeah, no, Glam, I was right. Flora's right there.
I mean, she had seen some shit.
Not that.
Still a kid, dude.
Yeah,
If-
man, that kind of imagery sticks with a child. I don't. What do you?
If scaring them away was the goal, then sure, we could have strung them up, or I could have strung them up. But keeping them on spikes or tying them to trees, what have you, that's just going to attract predators.
Leaving them in the middle of the road's not.
Yeah, wait. How?
We have an owlbear. That dude was about to eat him.
It's true.
And
Give this guy a fucking gorilla.
make a deception check on that, because he just watched the whole encounter.
Can I help? Because I said it's true.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll separately or give you advantage?
That's up to you.
Um,
I think we are both the two people that should not be lying.
I'll have you know I'm very good at deception.
And you can probably roll on your own.
Okay.
Grab the dice that's been giving you luck all night.
I'm grabbing the dice that have given me luck. Don't fucking. Ah!
Oh, hell yes. That's a 19.
I dropped mine on the floor.
Could I minor illusion like a frowny face onto Muffin?
So that's a 22.
22.
You're good at lying.
I told you.
You see his brow furrows as he stares you up and down. And he's like, sure, the owlbear was gonna eat the gnolls.
I mean, that's what the owlbear wanted until Flora here got it to go in the woods and do something else.
Is there anything else you need here, or can we continue?
Oh, I wanted to ask a question. You said not a lot of people travel this road, so why are you on this road exactly?
My job.
Where are you from?
Celion, about day and a half down the road.
Celion?
Celion, yeah.
Celion. I was gonna say Celion's kind of silly. Okay, okay. We, I forgot the name of the place we're headed to, but
I don't.
that's not it.
I was gonna say I don't think I actually have that in my note,
I
unfortunately.
have it in my notes somewhere,
Is
but
it
I
Vinar?
Yes, that's where you're headed, is Vinar.
Vinar.
Okay.
Do you happen to know if Vinar
Hey,
is...
I think we're good, Gray. I think we can make
Oh.
our way from here.
Well, we might have to pass through the town. I just,
Well, you got about 6 days ahead of you if you're headed to Vinar.
Ugh.
I do remember being told that. Yes.
Yeah, we were aware of the travel. I just,
But
So,
Yeah.
Celion, you got any animals there? Horses we can rent, buy?
not much in the way of horses. It's it's more we're a border little group. It's part outpost, part village, fishing and
They-
keeping
Oh,
watch.
for what?
What do you mean?
Outpost is an army term.
Well, yeah.
Vinar?
Well, we're, I guess, kind of an outpost of Vinar.
Mercenaries, then. Got it.
Well,
The-
just folks that don't necessarily fit 100% in Elven society.
There's that.
oh,
All of that.
We,
So are we gonna hit your outpost kind of before we continue our way, if we continue on this road?
well, yeah, this would lead you back there.
Okay. They make you patrol by yourself?
Uh,
That doesn't... I feel like buddy system.
I know better, Gray. There's about 3 or 4 other men running around us right now.
Are there?
I mean, I didn't
No,
see
you
anybody around
just me.
the bodies, at least.
That seems a little... What if something were to happen to you? Not that I hope anything happens to you. I just mean then you wouldn't have anybody to report, and then no one would know. That feels kind of not great to be by yourself, no?
Well, we've got our own ways of notifying one another if need be.
Yeah, but what if it was a sneak attack and you didn't know and you just got got?
Well, that's the consequences.
I feel like you guys need a buddy system and should maybe think about it. But,
Honestly, I mean, even the people from where we are from, they like to patrol in at least pairs, right? Sometimes triads.
yeah. Just
Yeah.
feels safer. I don't,
I've got
I'm not...
I've got plenty of buddies. As he pats both the longsword on the hip and then a dagger tied to the thigh.
You should maybe think of some hubris. Anyway, I'm just gonna... You have a great rest.
I do have one
your
question.
day. Oh, okay.
Sorry, Gray. It's just one last question. So, are the shadowy people, the mist, all that normal?
Define shadowy people in mist.
Did I get a good enough look to minor illusion this up?
Make an Arcana check for me.
That's a 22.
So, are you trying to show the things you fought yesterday, the shadows of the trees? What's the goal here?
The things we saw in the morning, but also kind of like cycle between that and the creatures we fought.
All right.
I know I got a good enough look at the creatures because one was in my face.
You said 20 something. You said
22.
perfect. Make a persuasion check for me as well with advantage.
Alrighty. What the? All right, that is a 10.
10. Well.
Rolling single dice seems to be fine. Rolling doubles.
Not seeing anything quite like the shadows that you're showing me. That other group there, I was ranging out after them as well. Guess y'all found them first then.
They kind of came to us. What? Do you know what they are?
Something nasty. Something from north, up in the Badlands.
I mean, I know they smelled bad, but good lord.
Well, if you put them down, great work.
Stares
Yeah, I assure
off
you, they
in
were-
small pile of chunks of that one.
Yeah, I assure you, they are no longer a problem. As you can see, Zazel's kind of posturing as he's kind of put himself between the group and this guy.
Well, I'm sure they'll appreciate it back in town. It's
You want to go confirm it? You got to go about, and I'll tell him the direction about how long ago it was.
Do you have a bakery in town?
a bakery?
Mm.
Not an official one. Now you go and see the Beth, and she works in the tavern, and she'll cook you up pastries if you want pastries, I suppose.
Thanks.
We don't typically traffic too much in like specialty anything. Just weapons and armor and the church, an inn, some housing.
What? I just realized. What's your name, sir?
Oryx.
I'm glad you asked, because I was about to otherwise.
Yeah.
I was not.
Well, it was great talking to you.
How do we
Oryx.
spell this?
Orix.
Ah,
I was completely off.
yeah, same. Lovely talking to you. We're just gonna continue on our way. Have a great rest of your patrol.
Well, thank you. Stay safe.
Yup.
We will absolutely do so. I like his face. I would like to take. I would like to do something with that someday.
I'll let everybody
Okay.
pass, and then I'll catch up. I don't like him.
Why?
The way he so inhumanely killed people and just left them in the streets. I don't like that.
Well, he insinuated that they weren't very. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it. It's not. We don't know the politics of this town, or we're just, yep.
No, he may be right about that. About the Knowles. I literally asked you the same question before I went to go touch him. It was his attitude. I didn't like it.
I mean, is it because he comes on? Is it that devilish smile of his?
No. He had someone around. There's definitely a partner around.
He lied.
I looked around while you were looking at the bodies. I did not see anything. It's a classic tricks that they pull in last call.
I think if he's genuinely working alone, he's an idiot. But
Agreed, Gray. That's why I'm like, there's no way he's alone. He couldn't have done that to all those gnolls by himself.
I mean, maybe he did, and he just thinks too highly of himself. But I just, that just seems foolish to do a patrol on your own. You never, you don't know what could potentially sneak up on you. You could have a moment. Nobody's guard is up all the time, So
Question, do
I
we
don't
really
know.
want to go to this outpost, or do we just want to breeze through it?
Well, by the time we reach it, we might want to stay the night.
At the very least, it would be nice to not have to
Sleep outside.
camp out.
And,
Yeah.
especially with the whole shadows being a little aggressive. Is that weird to call shadows aggressive? I don't.
I honestly can see it. It
It felt aggressive. Yeah. So if we could potentially, they talked about a tavern being there. So I was mostly asking. I was kind of fishing for a little info. There's a tavern. They have pastries. Flora, maybe. I don't know if they're good.
We'll see.
But
I mean, at the very least, it might be something different from what's in the bag.
actually, you know what, Flora? What do you think we should be doing? Do you think we should just outskirt the town entirely, or do we go in?
Would be nice to sleep in a bed again.
All right, decisions made. Let's continue to this Celion. Not Cilion, but Celion. I thought he called his town silly the first
He
time.
definitely called his town silly.
Is that?
Okay, it wasn't just me.
Let's not go there.
Okay.
It's just a silly place. It's just a model.
Okay. Well, let's just keep on keeping on, and I don't know, maybe keep an eye behind us just to make sure he's not following. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll make sure to keep an eye out.
I'll keep an eye in front if you keep an eye behind.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. And I guess we'll continue on our way.
Okay. Would both of you make individual perception checks then?
Yes.
13?
25.
Okay. And so you were Gray's looking ahead, Zazel's looking behind?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, after maybe 100 feet or so, you don't see a trace of him anymore. But when you last checked, he was still just kind of comfortably leaning against that tree where he had been before. And looking ahead, the road seems pretty clear. It's shaping up to be a pretty decent, like mid-afternoon.
I can't really think of anything else to do, so
Yep, I'm good until we
we're,
get to
we're gonna walk. Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. And, it's sort of a quiet day. And sometime close to sundown, you do see the first trails of smoke sort of off in the distance, Gray. Noticing first as you were taking point on this second bit.
So, does that mean we can make it there before nightfall? Or do I think that not really?
You get the impression that you maybe have to push it just a little, but you could probably get there sort of as sun was going down.
Okay. I think if we put some pep in our step, we can get to the. I see smoke. We can get to the town before it's completely dark, but
Yep.
we should
Okay.
I've
get a
got
move on.
I've got no issue with this.
Yeah, let's keep going. If it gets too dark, I'll just light something up.
Okay, cool.
Laura's gonna do the uppies motion to Zazel because he's fast and it's just easier.
All right, here, but climb on my back.
Okay.
All right, and I'm giving her a piggyback ride.
All right. Here,
Come on, Muffin, let's go.
Gray, just pop a survival with advantage for me.
Muffin climbs on top of Glam's back.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Over encumbered.
Do you know what's hilarious?
Half speed.
Every time I've rolled something with advantage or disadvantage so far tonight, I've rolled the exact same thing on both dice.
That's
I was
wild.
gonna say you rolled like crap whenever I give you advantage. Usually,
Yeah. Well, I rolled 2 16, so that's not crap. So 16 plus 7.
Yeah.
fair. I think the first 2 times I did it, you rolled.
So that's
23.
23. Yeah.
23? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sunset, but it's not. It's definitely not dark yet. As you come close enough now where you can see, it is these tall timber walls, sort of surrounding where the smoke trails are, and you can see a pair of guards sort of flanking the currently open large timber doors.
And I'm just gonna motion for all of us to maybe get into a jog.
Running.
And, like,
Running.
I'm just gonna like wave at the guards so they don't close the door. Maybe.
Yeah, and as you approach, you get a better look at them, and you can see the guard on the left is sort of a bigger half-orc gentleman, sort of like a almost like a pale blue-green skin, sort of thick jaw, well armored, got a spear, and someone that looks almost orcish, but the features are very fine. And looking close, you get the impression this individual might be like of orc and elvish lineage both. And he also has got a spear that he's sort of leaning against. And as you approach, they go, they just kind of hold up a hand real quick and they're like, "Hello."
Hi.
We have a
We're
child.
just-
We need to have shelter for the night.
So hungry. Aha, aha.
She's not with like any real. She just wants pastries.
Make a persuasion check.
Who?
You know who.
Damn it. Okay. Persuasion.
I believe in you. Heart of the dice.
12.
And he looks you over and is like, "Well, sure, it must have been quite the hard road for you. All right, what's your business coming out this way?"
We are on our way to Vinar. We're just passing through. We were hoping we could stay at an inn instead of on the road tonight. We didn't even know this place was here. I think his name was Oryx. Told
Oh.
us.
Oh, all right. Good. Did you see him? When did you see him last?
Next to a pile of null bodies.
Yeah. Yep. Just a few hours back down the road.
Good to know. Good to know.
Honestly, I really feel like you guys shouldn't be doing patrols with only one person. That feels negligent. Shouldn't you be a buddy system of some kind or something?
Make a persuasion check. As you say this, he's just really kind of giving you some skeptical eyes.
That would be a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Well, typically we don't operate on a single individual basis. Oryx has been doing what he's doing for a long time, and not really worth it to try and tell him no.
Well, that's just stupid.
Well,
But I mean, I'm sorry. It's not my place to really judge how you guys run things. I just
well,
what if somebody snuck up behind him, or you would know he'd just been gone.
But with my background, I can tell you, yes, that is stupid. That is my place to say.
well, he's not. And as he's saying this, he points up sort of above the tree line, like, not completely alone.
Can I look?
Yeah. And,
Everybody looks the way that he's pointing.
yeah, and with the gesturing and as the figure's approaching, you can see there is a large creature sort of flying down in.
Oh. Oh, okay. So he has like a. But
He has his own muffin.
familiar.
An animal companion, a familiar.
Okay. Okay.
Just-
I.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Are your kids, Flora?
I'm
well.
so hungry.
I mean, to
Well,
be
goodness
bad.
gracious, little one. Head on
He's a
in.
grown girl.
The inn is going to be 7th building on the right, down just this main strip.
Thank you. What's it called?
Also, where can we find Beth?
That's at the tavern.
The tavern. It's going to be.
Okay.
It's just called Beth's. Sign on the door will say Beth's.
Ah, okay.
And what's the inn called?
Beth's.
Perfect. Lovely.
What about the
The
restaurant?
same thing. Thank you. And I guess we'll just kind of like.
What
scurry.
about the
Wait.
cafe?
Oh, wait. Will muffin be a problem, or can we like stable muffin, or should he can he stay here, or what do we? And I'm just gonna gesture to our giant owl bear.
Well,
He's very, very respectful and very well behaved.
if
He likes
it's
muffins.
He does like muffins.
it's not the weirdest thing I've seen this week. As long as he doesn't bite and you don't try to like bring him into the inn, I guess you can stable him with the rest of the stuff.
Perfect. Come on, muffin.
As we're walking by, I'm going to whisper to Flora, definitely get muffin in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
No, guys, we don't want to get kicked out of the inn.
She's also gonna whisper back, I'm not really hungry. I was just trying to make them be like, oh, as a little kid, let's just get them inside to eat.
That's good. That's it. Did Marcus or Ethan teach you that?
Definitely Marcus. Yeah. We used it on Ethan multiple times.
Wait. Did you use that on me just to get me to carry you?
No, you're just faster. I got small legs.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, I'll accept that.
And as you guys are stepping in, maybe like 50, 60 feet down the road, you hear the slow dragging and then shutting of the doors behind you.
Well,
And
I'm going to look directly at Glam. Well, you're stuck for the night.
you'll say that. But to be honest, I do not mind being inside.
No, I was
Although
just,
it
I was just pinching the walls. I can climb that easy.
does feel a little It's weird. It feels a little confining these days.
And
Didn't you grow up in a giant enclosed city?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Well, this is a little different because we don't know these people. Plus, hey, you know what? No, actually, I saw a lot of people like them in the lower rings. So never mind.
But taking a look around now as you're walking in, it is still just the route around here is just sort of a dirt path, and all of the buildings are very simple fare, just shod log homes. The walls are all just timber walls that are probably 15-ish feet high, with decent watchtowers every 50 feet or so, sort of around. And there's not like a ton of houses. You can see, just sort of on a brief glance, there's probably 50 or 60 little different residences and things sort of nearby, and people are milling about. Looks like you have a fair number of like soldier type, all manner of elven heritage. There are a few small folk as well. Also, everyone seems to be attired with at least a weapon on the waist.
That checks out. For like an outpost.
And you don't catch it at first, and now that you're sort of in the village and you're not out on the road, you do hear just off in the distance sort of that rushing of water.
Can we pinpoint where that rushing water sound is coming from?
Based on just sort of like your look around, it seems like it's probably outside of the walls, but you do recall that Oryx had mentioned that it is on the river.
You did say fishing.
Indeed.
Okay.
Was it? Well, that honestly sounds kind of nice to fall asleep to.
The sound of running water is always nice to fall asleep to. Do you see Beth's? Where is the sign small?
It's gonna make me have to pee.
And just following the guard's instructions, like I had said, you head down the street, and right around the 7th building down is a two-story building that is quite sizable. And out front, there's already just a pair of large torches burning, and the sounds of shifting chairs and clinking plates and things going on inside.
I do believe that is where we are looking for.
Yeah. Glam, Zazel, do you think maybe you can grab us like a table or something inside, and rooms, and maybe me and Flora can see about stabling an owl bear?
I see what you're saying. Stabling an owlbear.
From my knowledge of owlbears, that's a little bit offensive because owlbears are incredibly smart.
Quotations.
That's why I'm saying it the way I'm saying it. Anyway, Flora, maybe we need.
Stabling.
So I'm just saying, maybe we need to find somewhere a little more comfy for him to sleep in.
I'll give you a wink.
Wink.
Why are you two blinking?
I'm not a part of the winking. I was hoping we can get him, or
He's a
did
boy.
we ever confirm that?
We established that in the beginning.
Did we? Okay.
Yes, he
Yeah,
has the thing that makes him a boy.
okay.
A beak.
Yeah, he has a beak. Flora, you are very correct. Smart.
Owlbears have cloacas.
Oh my
my
god.
God.
Oh my
I-
god.
No,
I don't want to know
Not
the
the bird
answer.
anatomy. Shut up. All right.
To be fair, they do have eggs. They do have
guys,
eggs.
no.
No, we're not doing
No.
They lay
We're
eggs,
not
they
doing
have
this.
cloacas.
We're not doing this.
They lay eggs, therefore they're avian. They're not.
We're
mammalian.
not doing this.
Too
And I
late,
think
get it.
Flora and Gray
Let's
walk
move on.
away.
Let's move on before we have to do any more.
We're
Please.
gonna get Muffin the best room.
Yep,
for-
definitely the best room.
And then Flora's gonna wink at Gray.
And Gray's just gonna be like, I don't know why you keep winking at me.
We're gonna stable him.
Look.
Yes.
I have
Yep.
spent plenty of night in a stable. It is perfectly fine. Honestly, they are sometimes more comfortable than regular rooms.
Chat, does anyone have any Advil for the psychic damage I just took?
Is it the owlbear cloaca question?
There it is again.
Well,
This headache just keeps cropping up.
Is there a stable next to the tavern, attached to the tavern? What's up?
Yes, there is. off
Hazel, before
to-
you say anything else, we are going to get that fucking room, okay?
Off to the left of the building, there is a sizable sort of walled-off awning with the accompanying smells of animals.
Okay, maybe Muffin can make some friends, right? And we're not going to try to sneak an owlbear inside and get us kicked out of the tavern, right?
Right.
No,
Wink.
don't wink. Don't,
Wink.
Flora,
Don't say wink.
don't. And don't say wink while you're winking. That just kind of. Anyway, is there
As
like a-
you're approaching, you see a familiar red figure stepping out of the building you're heading into.
Oryx?
And he looks over and he's like, Beth will 100% kick you out if you try to bring your owlbear into the
Listen. I
establishment.
know. That's why we're here in the state. And stop saying wink.
Now,
I say to Flora.
Above game, I'm having the Kuzco and Kronk conversation about how they got there first.
We're 100% out above game. We're 100% trying to sneak this bitch in the fuck down.
Listen, I never said we were gonna sneak it in. I just said we're gonna stable him.
And she winks
No.
again.
No, stop. Yeah, I feel like there was a miscommunication,
I'm
and
gonna
it's
go
my
find a
fault.
game.
Somehow, I don't know how, but it is.
Oryx actually walks over and he crouches down right in front of you, Flora.
All too close.
Oh, well, my apologies. And he stands up, takes 2 steps back, and crouches back down again. Very politely. It seems that your friend here is very important to you, and I do understand. Strix, my griffin, is very important to me as well.
You have a griffin.
I do. That is how I get back and forth when need be on a quicker fashion.
Cool.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
So-
see what you're saying.
Strix has a very comfortable place here in the stable. They take exceptional care of him and a number of other friends of animal variety or any magical beast that has accompanied one of our rangers or anyone else throughout the years. So believe me, if you have your friend here stay in the stable this evening, he will be well taken care of.
It'll be like a spa day for Muffin.
Are they gonna give him muffins? Are they gonna give him a mani-pedi? Will he make friends with your griffin? Are they gonna dance together?
If you'd like, we can introduce him to my griffin.
Can we
I
do
mean,
that now? I mean, that would be cool.
Muffin, do you want to meet a griffin?
He just sort of cocks his head and clacks his beak at you.
It's another bird friend.
Bird mammalian friend.
I think he wants to meet your bird.
And yeah, he leads you up, and there is just sort of an older halfling gentleman, kind of just planted in like a little chair, kind of sitting, hanging out, waiting as you guys approach. He's like, well, hey there, we stopping in, or? And then he sees Oryx, he's like, back so soon? And he gestures to the two of you, and then Muffin behind you is like, these folks, I met them today, and they have a incredibly friendly little owl bear here, who I will happily take care of any lodging for the evening, if you would like them to, or you would be so kind as to provide some food and so forth. Did you say the owl bear eats muffins?
Yes.
Well, if you could provide the owl bear with muffins, I guess. I don't know if that's what owl bears are supposed to eat.
I mean, Muffin also likes meat and stuff, but also likes to eat muffins.
Okay, well, tell you what, get a muffin, and then sort of the same bit of venison that you would get for Strix, if you wouldn't mind. And the gentleman sort of nods, and he leads you further in. And as you step in, it's a pretty good sized thing. There's only like 5 essentially like little stalled off areas for each of the animals, but they are they're open, so you can see that there's a fair amount of trust here. Like they assume that, you know, everyone's gonna kind of be comfortable and hang out where they're brought. And leading you down to the stall, he Orcs gives just like a little whistle, and you hear it's just sort of like a bit of a low rumbling shifties and scratching as a griffin who is, I'd say, like 1.5 times the size of Muffin, because, you know, Muffin is an owlbear and he's large, but this griffin is sizable, and sort of just trots over and sits down on his back feet next to Oryx. Well, this is Strix, and he reaches up and just gives him some scritches on the head.
Hello.
May I pet Strix?
Certainly. I approach just a little slow. He is not. He's very friendly, but, you know, new folks and all that.
I'm gonna hold my hand out for sniffs first.
Okay. And it takes him a minute as he just sort of like you just hear that like low rushing of air as he's just sort of doing his best, like sort of snurfle through the beak. Before he kind of like pushes his head into your hand a little bit.
And then I'll do the scritchies.
Sort of like a soft rumbly noise coming from him.
I have a proposition for you. I have a friend. And then she'll like step aside a little and do the showy hands to Muffin. This is Muffin, the owlbear. He is a ferocious warrior. Many a battle been won by him. Lover of sweets. You can't get any better than that, but if you like meat, I guess he eats that. I don't know. You can have conversations about bird stuff.
And he is the goodest of boys.
Yes. And he likes cuddles.
Mm-hmm.
And Muffin sort of trots over hesitantly at first. And just kind of sits and looks. And after a minute or two, he... I'm sorry, I just saw that too. Oh my god, beautiful. After a minute or two, Strix sort of stands up and kind of like softly pads closer to Muffin before kind of like lightly headbutting his shoulder. Kind of like a little bit of like a universal, yeah, I think we can be buddies. And Muffin sort of walks into him a little bit. Like, well, there you go. I guess their mutual language of magical beast is good.
Gonna look at Gray. Be like, I don't want to break up his party, so we'll leave him here for tonight.
Yeah, it only has to be for tonight.
Zazel might cry.
It's okay, but we'll just give Zazel a pat on the head.
Okay.
He'll get over it.
He's still
Muffin's making friends. You want to see Zazel cry, don't you?
No. And she'll just start walking back to the tavern.
All right.
I don't know if I believe that, no. And I'll just follow.
Shifting over to Glam and Zazel. You guys are stepping into the tavern?
Yep.
Indeed.
All right. And, heading up the two steps up to the front door, it is... it's pretty wide and open in the inside. There are a number of just hanging sconces providing a good source of light throughout. And it's all just standard torch, no magical light in here. And there is a pretty good sized hearth off to the side. It's not really burning like aggressively, just sort of like a low burn right now. Maybe to kind of cut some of the chill in the evening, and just a place for people to gather around. And there's a few chairs around that, and then 7 or 8 tables. 3 or 4 are sort of like long communal ones, and then there's a couple, round tables where smaller groups could sit and gather. And right about now, there's like 15 or so people in there, and then the actual bar itself off to the left side as you walk in is currently being manned by another woman who looks strikingly similar to Oryx, with a similar like deep ruby skin, a bit shorter horns that just sort of lightly crown up, and an equally deep black hair that she's got sort of just tied back.
Well, this table looks good. I'm gonna go sit at it. One of these like circular 4 people ones.
Okay, yeah. And there's one that's just sort of empty at the moment.
I'll hold this. You get some drinks and some food, all right?
Got it.
I'll scan around the room while I'm waiting for Gray to come back. Or sorry, Glam to come back. Why?
All right. If you
Anybody interesting here besides the waitress or
Yeah.
not the waitress, the bartender?
throw a perception check for me.
What's up? That is a 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
Glancing around, just sort of quick glance. Everyone seems kind of similarly dressed in like those kind of more rugged, like sort of, hides and leathers. A couple of folk are wearing a little bit more hardy, sort of like still a little dirty from the day's work armors. And almost everyone here seems to be of some manner of orcish variety, or of a couple of finer elven featured folk. And there are a trio of smaller halflings kind of down at the end of the table as well. One of the longer sort of communal tables. But no one like specifically kind of jumps out at you.
Okay. I'll keep to myself.
I was gonna say on the way to speak with the bartender, could I look around to see if there's any games of chance happening?
Yeah, and this one doesn't take you even like a perception or anything. Looking around, nobody's currently playing any games at all.
Okay. Just have to check. I haven't had time, and honestly, it'd be kind of bad to mess with the group trying to play these games.
Yeah, it is. It is a pretty like cheerful atmosphere. Like everyone's kind of like just kind of chatting with one another. Nobody seems like they're like overly somber or anything, or paying too much attention. You draw like a couple of glances here and there, being a little out of the current fashion and
colorful
dress,
and
but,
pale.
yeah.
Well, that's perfectly fine. These people do not know fashion. I'm just going to walk up to the bartender. Hello. Would you happen to be Beth?
I'm Beth. Yes, that's me.
It is an absolute pleasure to meet you. You may call me Glam. I have a group who would like to looks around for Zazel. Over there, we have 2 more incoming. We would like some food and drinks, and perhaps rooms for later.
Absolutely. Now, how many rooms are you looking for?
I completely forgot to ask about that. I will come back to you on that. For now, we have. I would like to get. What do you have to drink?
We've got a pair of ales. There's some elvish wine. We keep a decent stock of that, and some fruit juices, I suppose.
Thank goodness for that. We are absolutely going to need the fruit juice. We have a tiny little gnome with us.
Well, most gnomes are tiny. They're
She is tiny than most of the time.
oh, okay then. Like a child?
Apparently, we.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, we'll get some juice for the little one, and meals. You said, yeah.
We. I do not know what he would want, or what my other friend might want, but the little one would like. What do you have that is sweet?
That's sweet. I'd have to go check. We made, like a fish stew for everyone this evening.
Unfortunately, she is very particular, and no matter what I do to try and help her eat anything that is not sweet, it does not work.
Well, we can make something sweet, like a cookie or like a sweet bread. What are you thinking?
Would you hate me if I said the answer was yes?
I'll tell you what. It's gonna be extra, but we can make you up a sweet bread if you'd like.
I mean, I can work with that. So I guess fish stew for the rest of us then. Or do you have any things that is not really meat based?
It's just fine.
Oh, okay. I am hearing from. I am hearing. Yes, thank you for metagaming, Pigeon.
Take 1d
Okay.
damage.
All right. So 3 fish stews for the rest of us. I guess pair of ales and also a couple of juices. I am not really a big fan of drinking.
So, a couple of juices, and we have 3 stews, sweetbread. Sorry, chat distracted me for a hot second. What was the other 2 beverages?
The pair of ales.
Pair of ales, 2 ales. Yep. So that'll run you 5 silver.
I think I can arrange that. We will find out afterward how many rooms we need. Oh my god, I cannot speak tonight. It's been a long day.
No worries. I'm sure if you're traveling, you've been on the road for a while. There's very little around in this area.
We ran into somebody who looked a little bit like you. Ortix?
Oh, Oryx.
Oryx, sorry.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, well, I'm gonna go get started on the sweetbread. So,
I thank you so much. We'll just wink in his appreciation as they drop the 5 silver.
yeah, and she grabs a couple of the fruit juices because those are just easy pours, as well as ales from a couple of pitchers that she's got sort of under the bar, and sets that all up for you. Then sort of disappears
Merci.
behind the bar top.
I'll just take the drinks over.
And I
Thanks.
assume close to this
Seems
point,
very
the 2 of
nice.
you guys would have poked your heads back in.
Yeah, at least that guy Oryx ain't here.
And to that point,
what?
Oryx does not follow you guys in. He actually just like sort of diverges
Like-
ways from you from there.
Just like, look, I know he was a kind of a jerk, but he was kind of nice.
Not really. He
I
intimidated
mean-
us. He was threatening us, literally.
What?
Raises an eyebrow. That is not how it came across to me, but okay.
He had his hand on his weapon. He was ready to attack.
Yes, because 4 random people come up to him.
He shouted at us first.
Fair warning.
We're doing the fair and decent thing that I would, again, hope would be done for me. No, I don't like that guy.
You don't like many people, do you?
No, not when they're standoffish. I don't like bullies. Never have.
I mean, I can understand that part.
And yes, Flora and Gray have popped back in. Yes.
I was hoping that somebody would pop in while we were having this conversation.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that too.
Yeah.
And I'll grab the drink. One of the Elven. You took Elven wines, right?
No, I brought ales because I didn't know what.
2 ales, 2 fruit juice.
I didn't know y'all would be fancy.
I like ale. Thank you.
It's
I
just
think-
empty carbs.
You know what? I could do with some empty carbs. Thanks. Cheers.
Well, we've been moving a lot. It's fine.
Yeah,
Night's not gonna
Pushes the juice over to Flora, by the way, or pushes a juice.
We will accept your juice. Muffin made a friend.
Is Muffin nice and set in the stables? And I'll give Flora a big old wink.
Wait, they have a friend?
He saw through my winking.
What do you mean?
The
Gray? Yeah, Gray does that. You just ignore him.
no,
you-
the other
hey.
person.
What does
Muffin's
the
what
person?
you're winking?
The person we met in the road. I can't pronounce their name.
Oryx.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ugh, I hate that.
No, wait. Well, no. Muffin made a friend with a griffin. He's
Yeah.
gonna have a good night with potential mani petties. I think.
They're gonna have a
Yeah,
sleepover.
absolutely. Isn't that right, Flora? Give Flora a wink.
No.
No, he
wait.
saw through my winking.
What are you
Oh.
doing with your eyes?
It's when you blink, but with one.
You keep doing both of them. I want you to know this.
I'm definitely not doing both of them. How many have you had?
I have had none. You're the one who was drinking.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
But really, we're not gonna try to sneak Muffin in.
Oh, he made a friend.
Yeah. You don't want to interrupt him making a friend, do you? That's fucked up.
It's a griffin.
Yeah. That's another part bird thing. They have a connection.
And not,
He's not a
wait,
bird.
what?
He's an owlbear. That's part bird.
Yeah.
Wait,
he's a
what
beak.
is-
You have him in there hanging out with an owl?
No,
No.
he's hanging out with a griffin.
What?
The fuck is
Griffin.
a griffin?
Gray, explain.
I Gray's going to like look around briefly and like grab a napkin and like just quickly doodle a very poor drawing of a griffin with like a piece of charcoal that he has in his bag. Come on, you've never seen a griffin.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a messed up lion or if you just don't know how an eagle looks like.
No, it's not an
What?
eagle. His name is Strix.
What?
Would I be able to roll something to try and see if I'd ever actually seen anything like that?
You can, make an Arcana or a History check. Your choice.
Gray's just gonna sadly look at his drawing. It's
God,
not
it's so
that
much
bad. I thought it-
better.
I
and I'm
think
gonna
it
hold it
looks
up
good.
to. Thanks,
Holy
Flora.
shit, 24.
Well-
It kind of looks like the griffin, right? Strix? No, I thought.
Yeah, he had this look in his eyes of
Okay,
just
thank
like
you. I thought. Okay,
he captured it well.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
The
So
only
God, that
look
was not-
in this griffin's eyes that you saw was like mild wariness and then the half-lidded contentment of I'm getting scritchied.
Uh-huh.
God, I got a 24 Arcana.
So with a 24 Arcana, as you think back, like, the name didn't register at first, but you definitely seen, different writings in, like, various books on magic that maybe you'd pilfered or, had an opportunity to flip through in one manner or another of something similar, being
Oh.
much like an owlbear, what is assumed to have originally been some manner of wizard meddling that has since taken on its own species.
Oh, okay. Also, I know that I saw this in some of the books I may have borrowed indefinitely. The but usually it was like referenced as like wizard meddling or as some sort of icon for some nobles.
Isn't it always wizards meddling? It's always wizards meddling.
Also,
All right, fine. So
Simmons
let's
in
go get.
contracts.
I wanna. I gotta double check my DM memory here, but I'm pretty sure you guys did hear about Griffins like 3 sessions ago, because also the bed that was given
Yeah.
to Muffin back at Marcus's was his former Griffin's.
I was just
I
about
never
to
seen
ask
them,
about
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
Yeah, and even if I'd heard the name, I wouldn't have known what it was.
I think I was the
Or at
only
least
one in the room
offhand.
with Marcus.
Okay.
Probably that too.
Yeah,
That might
because
have
I
been
think he
him,
was
yeah.
putting me to bed.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's possible. It would definitely Flora knew what a griffin was, but I sure as hell don't know. But I'm willing to believe it because I literally have an owlbear. Okay, all right, fine. So Muffin made a friend. Let's get them both stabled then. Give Flora another wink.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Fine.
Honestly, honestly, as a owner of this place, looks like she could probably kick our ass. I'm not gonna lie.
Also, that's his griffin, so not a good idea.
Yeah,
His,
you
ew, ew. We gotta get our boy out of there. No, we can't let
Oh
him.
my
play with his-
god, be nice to the griffin. Just because you don't like the owner doesn't mean there's anything wrong with the griffin.
They talk
And you
to
go-
each other. What
Oh.
if we rubs off badly on our owlbear, our poor Muffin, and he starts
You-
attacking random things?
He would never.
He would
I know
never.
he's a sweet boy, and I want to keep him that way.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe Muffin will do the griffin Strix some good then. If you think that his owner is such a bad influence.
That's true. We could be a good role
That's not
model.
my boy to worry about, though. That's the thing.
But he's already there.
Okay.
Anyway, do you
Okay.
think he can
Also,
chug your ale faster than me?
quick question before you go ahead and drink yourselves out.
Great. I can almost guarantee you. I
How
can
many
drink this
rooms
faster.
do we need?
Well, we're going to. How many rooms? That's a good question. I would like to buddy system. Just in case. Flora, who would you like to share a room with?
I would like to pay for my own room.
I would like to buddy system for safety.
I will be fine. I'm stronger than all of you.
That is not necessarily true, young one.
Flora, I just yelled at a guard for not doing a buddy system. Can
Yeah, do you really want to make Gray a hypocrite?
Not only that, I don't know if I'll be able to sleep if you're in a room by yourself in a place
I
that I'm
could
not
put
sure is
my
safe.
doll there and you'll feel safer.
No.
Yeah.
Lamb,
No.
are there any double bedrooms? If so, I'm cool sleeping on the floor. I don't care. We can just all pile in one room. That's the safest. And the
Flora,
cheapest.
please, would you share?
Mm,
I will ask once these two figures this out.
It's just to keep my peace of mind. If not for anything other than that, just because I don't necessarily know where we are or trust these people. That's all.
Fine.
Besides,
Thank
also,
you.
Flora, you have to be an adult to rent a room.
Not true. I had my own room at the tavern.
Look, she had.
Who paid for that? Marcus and
I'm
you.
gonna lean in closer to Flora. Also, I'm kind of more worried about being in a room separately for like I shouldn't be in a room separately, and neither should Glam. You know, we're both kind of not the strongest. Flora, I think that we should be buddied for that reason alone.
Flora's gonna look over at Glam and Zazel and be like, yeah, I could see that much.
I definitely
Noodle
need
arms.
a buddy. You know.
I remember the days where you locked me out of the room.
I mean, but that was in a place where I felt safe.
So,
Mhm.
so do we want to do 2 or do we want to do?
We'll just do 2.
Yeah, two rooms. We can figure out the how we're splitting up after.
Okay. Graham's going to get up and go back to speak with Beth.
And I'm just gonna make.
If she's back at the counter, by the way.
Yeah. So she walked off, said stuff to someone, and then poked her head back out just a minute later.
All right. It looks like we have decided on 2 rooms. Do you have double beds?
Yeah, we can do that for you if you want to do that.
I sincerely appreciate it.
Yeah, so that'll be 3 more silver. That'll cover both rooms.
Going to take out a gold. This is for breakfast as well.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes, appreciate it.
I sincerely appreciate you, all your hospitality. I honestly have never seen anyone quite like you and your brother.
Well, and as you say that, she's like, I guess we do look fairly alike. And also, as you pass the gold over to her, she looks at it and she's like, shit, this is Empire gold. You are very out of town.
You're not lying on that one. It is a long story, but I mean, it is up to you whether you want to spend some time talking.
Well, you're not with the Empire, correct?
Oh, no. I honestly just going to lean in. Honestly, we are trying to just get some people that we care about out and skedaddle.
Make a persuasion check for me.
Persuasion. 17.
17? Okay. Yeah. Like, all right. Look, I trust you. I don't believe that many folk who had ties to the less savory parts would just kind of waltz in here otherwise. And it seems that y'all just genuinely don't know any better.
You're not wrong on that. Other than my friend Graves, and actually no, Flora. Zeza and I actually had never been out of that place, so this is an experience to be sure.
Yeah. Most folks don't leave. That makes sense. So, all right. So 2 rooms and food will be ready in a couple minutes. Sweetbread, had to be baked, but
absolutely. I am so sorry for the inconvenience.
Just pay no mind. You want something sweet for breakfast too?
We.
We'll make a note. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Just will give a smile and sashay back to the group.
I got a question.
Yeah, I might even have an answer.
The bag that I have, is
Yes.
there syrup in it?
There is not syrup in it.
Ah, okay. That was my question.
Okay.
So we have our rooms, and we also have breakfast for the morning.
While you were talking to the bartender, I definitely challenged Zazel to chug.
Not surprising.
We did start our little chugging competition, and then you won because halfway through I heard the bartender say Empire Gold pretty loudly, and I kept an eye on that whole situation afterwards.
Word.
Alright, now I have to go get another one. Drinking contest?
Just a second. Glam, what was that about?
What do you mean?
What did you give them for payment?
Good. That is all I have on me.
Yeah, go get me around there, Gray. Glam, let's step outside for a second real quick, okay?
Oh, for the love of...
I'm gonna go get around, but I want to get mead.
As soon as we get outside, and I'm sure that no one's in earshot, Glam, give me the license back.
I mean, I thought I gave that to you, back to you a while ago.
No, I have it. Did you lose it?
I honestly do not have it in my inventory. I thought I gave it back to you.
It's completely cool if it's lost. As long as you don't have it, that's all I care about.
Yeah, as far as I know, I thought I gave it back to you.
Good. I'm gonna get real close. Sounds like iron anyway. They know my past. That could. Okay.
Look, all they care about is that we don't give two shits about this place, okay? So long as,
So what we do, if they get any information about me at all, we need to show them that. And I'm gonna hold my hand up, it's gonna glow just a little bit with the emissary. So, I don't want to tell people that we're emissaries until we need to.
Oh yeah, no. Do you really think I would just wave that thing around all day long?
No,
No.
I know better, but I want to make sure we're on the same page. All right.
No, I would much rather make sure that I tell them if we have to, but otherwise, just use my natural charm.
All right, good. Just don't give away that we're from the Empire. Come on.
Look, she's a smart cookie.
Yeah, and her husband, I think, murdered an entire wad of...
That's a brother.
Oh. Well, you two would be cute together. Yeah, go give it a try. Give Glam a nudge in the ribs. Hey, I was just worried about the license, because that would be a direct tie, and that would cause problems. So, if it's lost, it's lost. I don't care.
Means, honestly, those things are bullshit anyway.
Yeah, it's literally just like a brand that somebody wears on them. It's not okay.
Are you guys back inside yet?
We're walking back in now.
We're walking back in.
Okay, you're gonna see me coming back to the table with some drinks. I may or may not have said to the bartender that it's on you, Glam. and to talk to you about the tab at the end of the night.
And when you do ask for mead, and she kind of gives you an up and down look, and she's like,
oh, I thought you said that they had mead in the beginning. I'm sorry, if they don't have it, that's fine.
They have elven wine, fruit juice, water, and ales.
Just keep the ales coming, and maybe one of the elven wines. I would like to try one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank
She
you.
gives you a nice smile and gives you puts a pitcher of the ale on the counter for you, and slides
thank
you
you
a
so
glass of the elven wine.
Perfect. And I'm gonna bring that to the table. We already got glasses.
You.
And I'm just gonna put it dead in the center of the table and just make eye contact with Zazel. First of all, try the wine. I wanted to know. And then you were distracted before. We're going to try the chugging to see who would win again.
All right, we'll do that. But yeah, let me see that wine.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, my mom is a connoisseur for this stuff, so I'll give it a taste. How is it?
It is delightful. It is sort of like a pale straw color. Just like a light citrus to it. Just a hint of like elderflower and sweetness. It's very, very, very good.
Yeah, this is fantastic. Actually, it's not her top shelf stuff. She wouldn't let me touch that, but this is definitely a solid drinking night for her. Don't chug this. In fact, this is fresher than what she normally had. So that's some good stuff.
Yeah, not for chugging. That's
she
what
would
the ale
not
is
have
for.
been able to acquire elven wine in the Empire.
I thought she had some elven wine.
Oh, no, that's like a non-existent commodity.
Maybe it was dwarven whiskey. Might have been dwarven whiskey. I know we mentioned something.
You did have dwarf whiskey that we had discussed.
Okay, cool. It was dwarf whiskey. Then I just got my liquors mixed up.
Yeah.
So rewind all that. We're just gonna finish up with that's delicious. Hey, that's tasty.
Yeah, it's a little bit like the room gets ever so slightly brighter, like there's like distilled sunshine in it.
Now knuckle up, and I'm gonna pour both of us drinks. Doing this again.
Magic for that.
Well,
all right.
Constitution check for both of you.
Okay.
Come on, lucky die. Daddy needs a new pair. Daddy needs to not lose his liver. All right, that's pretty good.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh,
That's better than me. I rolled pretty good. You said, was it a check or just a save?
Just a check.
Just check. Okay, I rolled an 18. That's not bad.
So 23 if it's just a check.
And Zazel, you've knocked drinks back before, and you've spent time in the barracks with big men who could throw them back as well. And it's impressive, but this strange friend of yours, Gray, just... It's something you've not seen previously. He just flagging up, and then just drops an empty one, and beats the hell out of you if you know how they drained it that fast.
Are you like a bird? Are you not able to burp?
You gotta try better than that, Zazel.
Hey, that was pretty good. That was one of my. That may have been my personal best. That was pretty good.
I'm just gonna refill his glass because I have the pitcher there. Come on.
All right, we can be drinking buddies for the night. That's fine with me.
It is worth noting that while this is like an ale, it's almost a hydrating material. It's barely got too much to it.
Yeah. No.
You know what? These are great. I got any whiskey or anything back there?
Oh, you want to go? I mean, you might have to ask them about that.
Great. You know when I drink. First off, whenever you do whiskey or anything, it's pure like that. Not empty carbs. You're getting straight alcohol, so you're not even gaining weight from it. It's great. Here, I'll knock this one back too, and I'll get up and I'll go see if I can get some shots.
All right, I will also just knock mine back.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering when and if our lovely Zazel will remember that Gray is a bartender.
He remembers. He just knows you're more of a cider house than you were a beer house.
More of a cider house at that place. You don't know.
That's true. I don't know your history. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the bar. Excuse me.
Oh, hey there.
Hello. You don't happen to have any liquors or spirits or anything that's a little more pure?
Oh,
I don't know what y'all make here, especially elves. Maybe not a whiskey. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not from this area.
Well, we don't do a lot of whiskey. Every once in a while, we'll get some of the good imported stuff. But that doesn't come up this way very often. That's sort of a specialty good. We do, however, keep a lot of the things that are made down in. This is a specialty that you can't get elsewhere. It's probably a treat for you, especially if you're not from around the ear. And she pours you up 4 like tumbler glasses.
All right, what is it?
It is distilled from bananas. Like a banana liquor, and then they use
You're
just a
gonna
little.
look deadpan right in her face. What's a banana?
Oh, right.
Oh God.
Hold on. And she also walks behind the bar, comes back, and hands you a banana.
Are you messing with me? You went there and cast prestidigitation, didn't you? This is not a real thing.
Oh no!
That is not how prestidigitation works.
Just pinch the top of it, and you can eat the fruit inside of the yellow thing.
I'm gonna pinch it, and I'm gonna try to rip it open. I'm gonna bruise the shit out of it.
No, gentle.
I'm gonna open it up. What is that? Are there seeds?
No, I mean, they're so small it doesn't matter.
I'll eat the banana.
It's a
My
tasty
God.
banana. If you like bananas, it's good.
I love bananas. Personally, as a player, I fucking love bananas. Watch, this is how we find out Zazel's A, allergic to bananas, and B, that's how he dies from anaphylactic.
Roll an anaphylaxis check.
What percentage would that be on a D100? 1%?
Yeah, that's a yeah. You roll all zeros and you die.
All right, I'm actually rolling it. No, it's a 55.
Okay, you're safe.
Oh
My
my
God.
God, that's really good.
Yeah. So they take those and they distill it into a liquor, and then it's just like lightly spiced.
All right, yeah. How much is the bottle?
I'm not giving you the bottle, but you can take these. The first one's on me. It's just a treat. The second one, it's on the tab.
Yeah, just put it on the tab. They'll take care of everything. Also, can I get another banana?
Sure. Have the rest of them had banana? Do you want me to grab enough for everyone?
That might be a good idea. I don't know who has and who has not had a banana. I'm pretty sure the kids never had one. But
well, and I think your dinner's ready too. So maybe eat the fish stew and then the banana after.
all right, sounds good.
And so she heads back behind as you head back, and a minute later she brings out 3 bowls of soup, a loaf of fresh baked sweetbread on a plate, and a little bunch of bananas for you. And pops that down on the table. Like, oh well, here's bananas and fish stew and some sweetbread for.
It's Lady Flora.
Guys, have you ever eaten a banana before?
What are those yellow cucumbers you got?
That's a banana. I have never seen one of these. They're delicious. Here, try one. You just peel it from the top. Your noodle arms will be fine. You're not gonna bruise it.
Pull on the part that looks like it would give the most grip to pull it off.
I mean, I'm gonna have confidence that you can open a banana.
Flora's just quietly trying to slip away from the table, just tiptoe, but you know, it's not really that quiet because she accidentally stubs her toe and just.
I mean, can
Flora,
you?
Where are you going?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay, we have sweet bread for you. Do you want me to walk with you to the bathroom?
No, and
Also,
she's
try a
gonna,
banana, Flora. Super good. It's just like candy. I'm not messing with you this time.
she's gonna open
That's
her
actually pretty
bag.
sweet.
You can put the sweet bread in the bag.
Are you okay? You actually did not eat this morning, if I remember right.
I'll eat the banana, but you can put the bread in the bag. I have to go to the bathroom.
Visible confusion.
Why are you confused that my organs are functioning?
No, it just I
Okay,
never
if you're
seen
not
you
back in 10 minutes, I'm banging down the door. You got it?
back there.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna give her privacy, but I'm being serious.
I am so confused as to why she is she has not been here. She did not eat this morning, right? Is that just me?
I didn't see her eat, but it was a weird day. Like it stank yesterday, and then we had that cold. So I don't know. Great. Before we eat, I'll slide the shot over to Gray.
Hmm.
This is the strongest stuff they got. They didn't have whiskey, and they don't really have anything else.
All right, cheers. And I'm gonna
Cheers.
clink my shot to the table first, and then clink it to your cup, and then chug it.
Follow suit.
And as you both try this, Zazel, it is similar to a whiskey in that it has that same burn, but it's very smooth and just like ever so lightly sweet with that banana flavor to it. And Gray, well, you're not familiar with the flavor, you're familiar with the style of alcohol, because it's definitely something that you and Eli had accidentally distilled from apples and pears a couple of times.
Nice.
But you knock them right back, they're delicious.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
She has a
Alright.
whole bottle there. We should try to get her to sell it to us. She said no, but maybe.
She probably said no because it's stronger than you think it is. Sometimes these types of drinks will sneak up on you after having like 1 or 2 shots, and then you're on your ass.
Yeah, dude. One of my buddies made a sink full of moonshine. I guess what you would call it. I don't know. It was when we were in the academy back when I was like 12.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like, if it's super strong and you're not careful about it, shit like that can make you go blind.
Can it make you dumb?
No, I said blind.
Yeah, I know. I'm asking. Can it make you dumb?
I mean, no dumber than you already are, I'm sure, but
I was gonna say that explains so much.
but as fun as this is, I don't think we should be drinking like super heavy. I just wanted a little relaxation. Is it just me, or has Flora been acting a little strange lately? I keep asking if she's okay, but
Ever since we left, I think we should probably try to get a hold of Marcus if we can. See what's going on.
okay. She's not like opening up about it, and I'm worried. I want to give her space because I get it, kids their age.
Damn
Or is that for older kids? I don't know. But
Honestly, all kids are very strange in one way or another.
okay. I mean, I know I was when I was younger. I just
Kids
I
these
worry.
days.
Who's what?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I was gonna fight orcs.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that she was reluctant to share a room, and
She's probably, my guess, she's feeling a little self-conscious that all she eats is sweet stuff around us. And we worry about her, and she knows that we worry about her, so she's taking it and hiding it. And then eating it when she's alone. Which is probably why she's in that bathroom right now, because you gotta
think
eat
she's
stuff.
actually a guilty cat.
I think she's a cat. Guilty.
well, I don't want her to feel like that either. I mean, I decided to let it drop after talking to
her brother and the queen and how they, you know, their pastries and stuff have like extra nutrients and stuff in it for her. So you know, I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, but you saw how the fairies treated her. Maybe that triggered something. A memory.
I don't know.
Fairies were mean. I tried to sneak her several treats, and they kept telling me no. And then you told me no as well.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I was just, you were trying to give it to her in
Oh,
front of,
yeah.
in front of the
Get
fairies.
some sleep, Sheepy.
And I was going to just save it for later, and I was trying
Maybe
to be.
we should have this conversation with her then.
Yeah, I hope I didn't hurt her feelings or anything, but I asked her, and she said no. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we can stop talking about Flora when she's not here.
You know what would make her feel better?
Mm.
Cuddles from a big owlbear.
The owl bear is not allowed inside.
Come on, I want him inside so bad.
I know you want him inside.
I
so
have this
bad.
thing when someone tells me I can't do something that's not going to hurt anybody, I kind of want to do it.
No, I mean, I get it, but like, it would hurt somebody. It would hurt us because they would kick us out.
But he's a
Just
good boy.
He is a great boy, but you know, he's still an owl bear.
Still smart though.
Absolutely, but like, kind of like how just because somebody has a really smart horse, they don't let them stay in their hotel room in room 2.
I would sneak a horse in too.
You know, I don't doubt that, but I mean, even for how good of a boy Muffin is, he's still an owlbear, and owlbears need to be able to use the bathroom the way they are supposed to. He doesn't quite understand the toilet system, and I think we would get in trouble if he just, you know,
It would
in the-
probably be a
in the
very
middle-
bad idea.
of the room. That's like super unsanitary, especially if he manages to wander somewhere and he's like in the kitchen or something, and then that's just fucking it up for everybody. It's okay. Glam will cuddle you.
Nope, nope.
I think Flora said that she would like to be in my room.
Frankly, I would be the big spoon in this.
What do you think?
Wait, can you guys like rock paper scissors it? Whoever's the winner gets to be Big Spoon.
We could arm wrestle for it.
No, arm wrestling's not fair. Rock paper scissors.
Honestly, I did ask for double beds, so should be fine.
Come on.
Dude, I can sleep on the floor. It's no big deal. But besides, you're gonna be sharing bed with someone else, and I'll nudge and look over back towards the bartender.
Rock paper scissors. Come on. Do it. I just want to know who'd wind up being the Big Spoon between you two, please.
Great. Who do you think would be the big spoon?
I don't know. That's why you need a rock paper scissors.
Come on, you know who would be the big spoon.
I think it's Glam.
It's not Glam.
Are you sure? Maybe you should
Exactly
rock,
why
paper,
Glam and I
scissors
would
for
never
it.
work. It wouldn't happen.
Well, I think if it were to happen, you'd have to live by whoever wins this rock paper scissors.
No, because that's not a skill. That's not strength. It's just not how I work. That's luck. That's absolutely Glam's domain. Don't get me wrong.
You
So
know
that's
what?
actually
I
not
think
fair.
that. So what if
just,
it's the best?
Glam
Like-
with that Anya smug face.
What if I did rock paper scissors for Glam? Because I do not delve in the realm of luck.
That's still Glam could still manipulate. I think. I don't know. Sneaky.
I think you're just a chicken.
I mean, I'm willing to arm wrestle
Oh.
for it.
Yeah, but you're willing to arm wrestle the two noodliest people here. Maybe you need to arm wrestle Flora for it.
I've arm wrestled for it. I think I won actually.
I don't know.
I think that actually did happen in one session.
So it just sounds to me that you will only do something if it's in your wheelhouse and not anybody else's. Okay.
Yeah, I stack the deck just like Glam does.
Chicken.
She's taking an awful long time in that bathroom.
Has it been 10
Alright.
minutes? I said 10 minutes.
It's been some time.
Okay, I'm gonna go towards the bathroom and knock on the door.
Occupado.
Are you okay in there, Flora? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes things don't move quite like they should.
Oh my god.
Fair.
Mm.
Well, when you're done, I think I need you to beat Zazel in an arm wrestling match.
Is he crying?
No, not yet.
Mm.
But he won't
can-
play rock, paper, scissors to figure out who would be Big Spoon.
I can
just-
try.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Hmm.
Mm.
And I'm just gonna wait outside the door for her to come out.
That's awkward.
I bet it is, but you're taking a while. Sucks for you.
Oh my god.
Oh, awkward.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, the whole time while you were talking, she was actually talking to her Eton doll. Just telling them about things that happened and,
But she missed him, and she was sad she couldn't see him, and then Marcus couldn't come with him, and she understands why, but it's like the tavern all over again, and she didn't want to be sad because she's not supposed to. She's supposed to be brave, and then she mentioned, Gray was getting a little suspicious, so let's put on a brave face, and then went to the griffin that they so badly wanted to see, and went along with their stuff, and I think they'll leave me alone now.
and that was leading up to when you came to the
See, you said that Gray was stuck with you. No, Flora. You're stuck with Gray.
That was the hesitancy in Gray. Gray knew.
Probably about a minute later, she'll open the door.
I had to wash my hands.
Is there not a sink in there?
No, that's why it took me a minute. I had to wash my hands.
No,
Yeah.
that's okay. They have loud music. Yep, I didn't.
I think they're out of cloth.
And she's doing the shaky hand dance.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I need
It's
you
just
to,
a chamber pot and wash basin.
Yeah.
Do not have plumbing.
Exactly.
They just go in there and like cleanse the water every day.
Anyway, I think I need you to beat Zazel in a arm wrestling match.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Uh-huh. And Gray's just going to pat her on the back and say, I believe that you have more than your best, and I cast guidance on her.
Oh my god.
So, have
Out
fun
of
adding a
character, you're
D4.
Out of character, you're going to regret that. But in character, that's hilarious.
Okay, so guidance does what?
You add a D4.
Okay,
Whatever
cool.
you roll.
Well, as we walk up to the table, once we get there, Laura's gonna lean over and be the annoying little sister and just...
Dry my hands on Zazel's shirt, and then sit down.
Hey, it repairs itself. It doesn't clean itself. That thing's nasty.
All right,
It's just
arm
water.
wrestle. You said you'd arm wrestle Flora.
Yeah, of course. Always up for arm wrestling, little one.
Uh-huh.
Alright, let's go.
All right, cool. What's the wager?
What do you
I
mean?
don't know.
This is to determine whether or not you're Big Spoon or Little Spoon.
Okay, well, let
If
me.
Flora wins, Glam's Big Spoon.
Well, here's the terms. If I win, you tell us what's on your mind, little one. I'm sad, and I don't like seeing you sad. Okay.
But I am fighting on behalf of Gray. That has nothing to do with me.
I'm worried about you.
You don't need to be. I'm fine.
Like I said, if I win, you have to tell me what's going on. Okay.
I don't agree to these terms, but I will arm wrestle you for the
We
original
can't arm
terms.
wrestle then. That's my terms.
That's not fair.
I'm worried about you.
The same terms were agreed upon while I was in the chamber.
How do you know? Gray could have lied.
Nah, Grade never lies to me.
I didn't
Those,
lie to
those are
her.
my terms. That's what I will arm wrestle you if you agree to them. Come on, your
Well, that's
muscles are
not-
way bigger than mine. You
that's
got
not
this.
fair.
I mean, that's true, but, what would I win?
What else do you want?
If I win, you owe me a favor.
All right, that's a deal.
Ooh.
And you can't say no, no matter what it is.
That's fair. All right, let's do this. I'll put my arm
Okay.
up on the table.
I will take his arm. Let's go.
It's a little weird. Can you grow? Cause like your arm barely reaches mine.
No, because then I could break the ceiling. Hold on, wait.
It's also going to embarrass me when I lose to someone who is literally the size of my shit.
Are you gonna cry?
No,
We'll see
I might
about
drink more.
that. Let's go.
All right, let's go. We're gonna arm wrestle.
I was
Okay.
supposing like strength checks.
Yeah, just roll strength checks.
I was hoping for athletics. Fuck. I'm getting my ass whooped then.
Alright, 6.
2, 3. Ha!
Okay, and then I can add
Oh,
D4.
natural 20!
Oh,
That's a
Okay.
21.
with your
God damn it.
D4.
I got a 15.
Is that with the
Oh,
D4
no.
too?
Yes.
Oh no. Try as you might,
Damn.
you know you're stronger, but that leverage is a son of a bitch.
This is Hex.
You see a brief moment of panic on my face as she starts to win a little bit. I'm like, nope, gotta end it now. Bam!
Yeah, you know that like given time she would absolutely wear you down. You gotta use the leverage when you can, so you get her quick.
I'm just going to pat Glam's shoulder. This means you're little spoon, Glam. I'm sorry.
Ah,
It's,
I go.
My
I
hand
can
was
go
wet.
either way.
my hand was
Yeah.
wet.
Flora's hand was wet. She did just get
Yeah.
out of the bathroom. Maybe
I did.
best 2
Oh, my-
out of 3.
My shirt's wet. Now, that was a wager. All right, so
But 2 out of 3.
Ma'am, he
you want
would
to tell me
like
now,
a small
Flora, or do you want to be
spoon.
alone, or do you want to not talk about it?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I respect you on that, okay?
Yep.
If you need someone to talk to, you just come to me, all right? Chances are I'll forget about it the next day anyways. I have a really bad memory.
I believe that.
I'll ruffle her head and just continue drinking the water/ale.
I'm just gonna look at Zazel for a moment. And then sit back down. And hold my arm out. I just want to know.
Yes.
Can we
Alright,
arm
fine.
wrestle?
Absolutely.
Just don't break my arm. I just,
Great. Between you and me, I'm actually not that strong. I'm just really, really limber.
It's
Oh,
just good at stretching.
Mm.
Here you go. Opposing strength checks.
Yeah, they're not nearly as good. That was an 8.
Dirty 20.
Oh my gosh.
As you start pushing, you're like, maybe it's just the exertion from just arm wrestling Flora, but Gray is way more wiry than you thought.
See?
And just that
That's what I'm
hand
talking
doesn't
about. I'm
even
not that
budge.
strong. You know what that means, though. Glam, you're up.
Hmm.
I'll slide over. Glam, you're gonna arm wrestle Zazel now.
Oh, no. I'm out. I lost.
Oh.
It's your turn. You two.
Oh.
We're going to see who the strongest is of all of us. Which is hilarious
wanna-
because pretty sure the 2 strongest have just been put out.
Mm.
I'm gonna
I
hold my
mean-
hand out to Glam.
You know what? So why not? What's the worst that could happen, right?
Exactly.
Make it turn into a bear and just like slam your hand through the table.
Alright. Opposing strength checks, right?
That's right, God.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Was that a horn?
Ignore that.
The French one.
That was
I
an
got a
accident.
19.
A 19.
Yeah.
I got the 10.
Very secretly super strong, holding out. Yeah.
This whole time, Gray, just powerful.
You're 3 for 3 on competitions tonight too.
Crushing it.
Well, there it is. That's the most powerful member of our party. Flex those guns, Gray.
And Gray's going to do a very awkward pose.
Oh, that needs
That's
work.
great.
Then feel embarrassed, and then just chug some more air.
Prestidigitation, glitter, and little fireworks.
Thank you.
Have we drawn the attention of anybody else in the bar, or are they used to jackassery in here?
Make a perception check.
Alright, I'll look around.
Just
Not
him?
great. That's a 10.
Okay. You don't see anyone particularly paying too much attention. People have filtered in a little bit over the course of your meal. There's probably, you know, maybe like 20 or so people in there now. Oh, yeah. Thank you for the time check. But
Still not anything too interesting now.
yeah, nothing crazy. You see a few more folks with horns and varied skin colors that you're not so used to kind of filtering in as well.
Like reds and purples?
Reds, purples. Yeah.
Very interesting.
So what's the deal with the horned people? Sorry if that's rude. I've just never seen them.
Honestly, I have not spent enough time to find out myself. I am very curious, though.
Oh, go ask one.
You can't just ask someone what they are.
I'm gonna run over to one of them.
Yeah.
You can, especially if you look like her.
Hello?
Are you running over to the bartender or
You
just
get
a random
away with a lot of
individual?
things that I cannot.
One of the horned people.
You can shriek.
All right. Well, so you have Beth behind the bar, and then sitting in a trio with a pair of half-orc folks is sort of another woman with sort of like a deeper purple skin and a pair of horns that sort of like wrap around. She looks pretty rugged. Got a couple of scars.
I'm gonna go over to the trio.
Okay.
Just gonna tug one of the pant legs and be like, hello?
Hello. Hi there.
My name is Flora. I am a gnome. Your
Nice
turn. What
to
are
meet
you?
Flora.
Your turn, what are you?
Your
Oh my
turn.
God.
I love Flora so fucking much.
Same.
cordial
My name
exchange.
is Vesia, and I am fiend-blooded. I don't. It's a pleasure. What brings you down here?
My height, but I like your purple skin.
Fucking shut up.
Been hanging out with us
You
too
little
much.
shit. I love it.
She stands up for a second, pushes her chair out, and then just sits down on the floor next to you. Will, now our height does not make a difference between you and I, yes? Thank you. I like my purple skin too.
My friend over there has purple hair, but he won't tell me the secrets. What's the secrets of your skin?
Well, so either my great-grandparents or maybe their grandparents, somewhere along the line, one of them was a devil or a demon or some other fiend, and it gave me these horns and some of these purple skin. Like, I can see really well in the dark. And she smiles wide and she points. She's got a couple of pointy teeth in the front. She's like, and I got these.
You're so magical.
Well,
And
you
I'm
look
gonna-
pretty magical too.
Nah. I'm just a small little thing.
You seem pretty strong for a small little thing.
How do you know that?
I was, we were watching and making some noise over there.
Oh. Yeah. They're drinking stinky juice over there.
Oh.
mm,
Hee hee hee.
you see the one over there? With the freckles on his face? He cheated. Because my hands were slippery.
Oh.
Mm.
You think I should go and arm wrestle him?
Yeah, he said that he thinks you're really pretty.
Oh, did he now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, let's go say hello then.
Okay.
Oh my god. Wing girl Flora over
Oh
here.
my god.
Side note, there are 2 people over there with freckles.
Oh, I
That
know,
is
but
true.
she did definitely point towards where Zazel was.
Okay, good.
She had
Because he
already,
has the wet
she had
marks
already
on his
gestured
shirt.
towards your purple hair anyway.
Yeah.
True. You're purple hair. I'm freckles.
Uh-huh.
You right.
And yeah, so this woman stands up and walks over to you. And as you get a look as she walks over to your table, she's pushing 6 feet tall. She's got like these long like horns that sort of spiral once and then point outwards, and like a sort of a side shave and then just back top knot of like white hair, a bit of a lip scar, and a pair of pretty decent sized axes on her hips.
Oh, hey. Sorry if she was bothering you. She kind of snuck off.
Oh, no. It's fine. She's such a lovely little lady.
He is.
She really is. She's been a blessing.
And then she just reaches down, rolls up a sleeve, drops the elbow on the table, and she's like, "Are you left-handed or right-handed?" She tells me we should arm wrestle.
That's a great question. I have no idea. Let me roll a d6.
I love this.
I
Same.
do
Okay, we're gonna say, I think it's like what, 33% of all people were left-handed.
I don't know.
All
Me
I mean,
personally,
Ratchet's
I'm
a dirty,
left-handed.
rotten lefty.
right, 1 and 2 I'm left-handed. 4 through 6 I'm right-handed. I
Okay.
think that's fair. Or 3 through 6, sorry. All right, it's 5. So I'm right-handed. I'm pretty normal.
Okay, you're not one of my
Right-handed,
people.
of course.
Okay, great. And then she goes to she puts her arm out.
What's the wager?
Oh, you tell me.
All right. What's your name, by the way?
Vessia.
Been a pleasure. Oh, I'm really bad at these wagers. Glenn, what do you think?
I mean, honestly, I just want to put 20 gold down on this, but otherwise,
20 gold. Don't, not 20 gold. No. No. That's a lot of gold.
Not that much gold.
What do you mean that's not that much gold? That's a lot of gold.
I have an idea.
What's your idea, Flora? What's your wager?
Whoever wins gets a kiss on the cheek.
oh, okay, it's like
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yes! Oh, don't fail me now, please. 21?
21.
Yeah.
21.
And she sort of just like reaches down with the other hand, gives you like a light pat on the head. She's like, "I think those are pretty good terms, little one."
I like her.
I do too.
Same.
You know, my mom always told me to watch out for girls like you, but I never listened, so let's do it.
All right. She got a 24.
God damn, I got a 19. I was feeling pretty damn good.
Woohoo!
And you start going, and she budges a little, and you think you got her, and then she gives a nice smirk, and she visibly flexes as her arm just like really picks up, and she just forces it down.
You absolutely. She got that one.
Ooh, I was feeling pretty good. I was all rested up after Gray here. Those are some good... Wow, I'm impressed.
And she leans in and she gives you a kiss on the cheek anyway, and she's like, Vesia, I am a woodcutter as well as a guard.
I like her.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to give her the kiss on the cheek now.
Yes.
All right, I'll go in and give her a kiss on the cheek and be like, Zazel. Shit. What the fuck does he do? I forgot. Ex-pit fighter, now adventurer.
Ooh. Adventurer, huh? And she just stands up, gives you a wink, and walks back to the table.
Oh, I'm your best wingman, Zazel.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, you're getting extra treats now.
Yeah!
I owe you that favor now. Damn it.
I got this strong lady.
Drunk lady.
Vesia's like, I'll give you good adventure, little man.
Wink wonk.
Big one.
Alright, I don't condone anything I'm saying, but have a good night, everyone.